Welcome to another episode of Two Whites and a Blue, here with Will and Mike, and we're fucking
off the Zoom.
back in the saddle,
Finally.
boys.
I know,
back
fucking
in the
feels
saddle.
It's not a fucking phone call anymore.
Yeah, it feels good. Thanks for accommodating my Thursday night, too.
It's no problem.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that? Maybe we can get into what we spent our money on last week, and you can start, since I think it involves the reason we're doing this on a Thursday instead of a Friday, does it not?
Oh, going to the cottage?
Well, sure, yeah.
The
Well,
cottage.
yeah, I had to go to the cottage. Well, I didn't have to go to the cottage, but I wanted to last week, and I was there for...
I think you had to go.
Had to.
I did have to go.
I think you needed it more than anyone.
I did, and then I was glad I went there. I was there by myself for a bit, which was actually pretty nice. And then my girlfriend came up, my mom came up, and it was pretty decent. Did the horizontal mambo, finally, after 3 months.
How long
Holy
has that been?
fuck.
Wow, what?
Yeah, you broke the... holy fuck. I couldn't even imagine. Well, I mean, I can imagine. But
yeah,
not with, like,
That is
temptation, right? Not with it there.
Yeah.
That's great. Good
But,
for you.
yeah, so I don't think I spent much money, honestly. And it's nice because we're going up again tomorrow, and girlfriend's like, oh, so, like, what do I have to get at the grocery store on the LCBO? Because I know you're not going to go. I was like, yeah, you're right. Not going to go. So
So you have to go back tomorrow to what? You're going up for the weekend?
I'm going up for the weekend, yeah.
But what's this garbage thing?
Well, I left in such a hurry because there was extreme thunderstorms and super high damaging winds, which was fucking sketchy to drive home in, by the way. In Barrie, you could just, it was like pitch black. It was crazy. And there was like cars like getting like blown shit all around.
Like, during
But,
the night, like, it was like...
Cars getting blown all around.
Well, like you're driving and you're like going into the other lane and shit.
It's like a scene out of Twister.
What
Felt like
time
that.
was it at? Like 7... Was it like
It was,
early
like-
evening?
Yeah, it was like
Normally it'd be
7:30,
sunny?
8:30. Yeah.
So, and it's pitch black, so you know it's like, oh, fuck. Like, I remember, like, driving home down that highway, it's just straight road. You can just see, and then it's like, you can see the whole
Yeah.
clouds. Like, it's a big visual, and like, I've seen that pitch black, too, and it's
Sketchy.
pretty fucking sketchy.
It's like the apocalypse. That's what it felt
Yeah.
like. And it was like all the
Green
pollen and shit was
lightning.
getting thrown around. It looked like there was like mist. I don't know. It was like trippy. I remember at one point, because it was like crazy downfall too. I was on the phone with my girlfriend and I was like, yo, I gotta go. Like I gotta like focus on
Yeah, I
this.
gotta
Like,
drive.
I can't.
Yeah.
Like I gotta like fucking do this shit.
I have
right
to
now.
drive. That's when you know it's bad. Like, I've had that, too, where it's like, oh, my... I have to drive right now. That I
when the
can't-
wipers are like,
Yeah.
Yeah, just, you
Yeah,
still
yeah,
can't
yeah.
see shit.
Yeah. You want it to go even faster, but they
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, you want to just... Yeah, you can't.
Mhm. Yeah. The cars are like pulling over and it's like everyone's four ways on and shit. It was pretty crazy.
do you want to go into a bit of detail about the story you just started telling us about?
Getting buckled up there.
Yeah, alone. I think that's the more noteworthy part. I mean, everyone gets buckled at the cottage, but how many people do it alone? I don't know.
Man, I was up there for like a week, and you're up there by yourself for like 4 days. Like, and I think I had two beers left, and they were like nice craft beers. So I was like not gonna not drink it. It was fucking beautiful out. Like I'm on the dock. Like I just read all
Right.
day.
Summertime.
You sent me
Summertime,
fucking
yeah.
Snapchats. I was so envious.
Yeah.
It was such a nice view. Like, and then like just that like orange beer, whatever. It just
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
so taste.
Crispy.
Yeah, it was
So
fucking
taste.
prime.
So taste.
So I was
taste.
like, I don't know, like I didn't plan on getting buckled. I planned on getting a nice 1 or 2 beer buzz going, but then that just kind of like cascaded
One
and
thing
evolved
led
into
to
something
another.
else. And then I got the gin out. I got the Collective Arts gin actually.
How is it?
I liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but my girlfriend, I made her a drink, but it was not the best.
it's the
drink.
hibiscus
Was it
gin
stiff?
or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
It was, but
I'm already interested.
it was aloe juice and gin, which no one likes. I'm the only person I know that likes aloe juice.
you don't
With
like
the
it. You
chunks,
just have it.
Oh.
no, I like
You
it.
like it.
I like it. My girlfriend literally went like this, took a sip, spat it right, like legit, like baby birded it back into
just
the
root, just spit it
back
on
of
the
the glass.
ground.
yeah. Yeah, talk about not social distancing anymore.
No shit.
You
yeah.
got to come out of your shell sometime, you know.
We're all
Yeah.
getting there. We're all getting there.
Yeah.
So, but honestly, they didn't even, I was up north like the past week, so I spent money on gas for the first time in 3 months, and other than that,
Pretty
it was
decent, eh?
not
Doing
much.
that?
How's
That's
how's
great.
stories up there?
Didn't go in.
No.
They're
No.
apparently like I'm pretty sure they're just like
They don't
nothing.
even.
Nothing
They don't even
happened.
know.
notice.
They don't
Nothing
even know.
changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy
Which
hasn't,
is
he
I'm
hasn't turned on a
fucking cool
TV
with
in
that.
3 years probably.
I know.
I'm cool
Yeah,
with that.
me
Well, I
too.
mean, like up there, it's like few and far between. Like it seemed like they got some cases, but they don't fucking.
Why would they?
No,
They don't
Powassan
even really
had one
socialize
case.
any. Yeah.
Did they
don't-
have a case?
Powassan had one
Really?
case in a nursing home. It was a nurse,
And it was a nurse. Yeah.
And
You guys are all up on this, eh?
Well, that's
yeah,
our
I-
fucking
well, of course I
home away
looked it
from
up before I
home.
went up
man.
True. Yeah. All right.
yeah,
Fair enough.
but yeah. So then that was under control. Like after like last week or 2 weeks ago. So it was all fucking good to go.
What about you? What
Well,
have you
that's
been doing
been
for the last 3, 4, 5 days?
Fucking working. Just getting the K cash. I do have to. Oh, I bought golf balls off this guy Coop.
Oh, you did?
The plumber.
You purchased used golf balls?
Fucking right. Pro V1s, $20 for a dozen. They're
How
normally
used were
like
they?
65. I don't know. Fucking used.
But were they?
They're cleaned up.
Cleaned them up, right?
Cleaned them up. They're nice, man. I like them. I lost about 10 last weekend, so I re-upped. My dad's been hitting me up for them. $20 for a dozen's a good deal for
That is
any
good.
balls,
Yeah,
right?
that is good. Yeah.
And they're $65 balls for dozens. So yeah, fucking hook it up. I have to spend $1,200 tomorrow on my brakes. That's gonna be fun.
That's so shitty.
Hopefully, I can tap my debit card on that one.
yeah.
You don't want. Yeah, if they don't let you tap,
I'm
be
not
like,
paying.
No, you just be like, I can't.
I can't.
Social distance.
Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
that's a smart
I'm
one.
calling
to,
public health.
That's a smart one to do on the credit.
It is.
Put on the credit,
Definitely
build that
get
up
some
a
points.
bit.
Cashback or something. Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
the points, which is stupid. I got to switch that out. I got to stop. I have the points card. That was dumb. That was a.
Cashback.
That was a. Yeah, that was a.
I got
like,
the points too, but
That was a
I've-
20-year-old like, oh, here's a credit card. I can get points, but I get some cool things with it.
yeah.
Cashback's the best.
Dumb.
You get-
Cashback's the
you get, like,
smartest one to get.
It's like 1 and a bit %, and then like especially for us, like we just put all our bills on it. Like all the bills go on credit card, right?
Yeah.
Basically, like all the Bell bill, credit card,
Yeah.
groceries, credit
Right,
card,
yeah.
all that, like all the one-off expenses, credit card.
Mhm.
One day you go to the grocery store, you get the notification on your phone, like, oh, you have $25.
Yep,
Nice.
cool.
That's
Then
pretty
just
decent.
25 bucks.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
And it's not discretionary spending either. Like you have to pay your phone bill. You have to
Mhm.
buy groceries. You have
Yeah,
to get
yeah,
It's
gas.
the most boring one to get, the cashback one, but it's easily the smartest one to
Oh,
get.
yeah.
You want fucking money back?
Do they just put it in your bank account, or do they take it off your bill? How does
claim
it
it,
work?
right?
Okay, so they used to, when I first got the card, it was a Visa. No, it was a MasterCard from TD. And
I don't even know anyone that has a MasterCard.
I don't anymore either. They changed it to a Visa. And so, like, when I first got it, you used to be able to take the cashback money and put it in your bank account, which was sick. Because,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if you don't carry a balance, what are you going to put on your credit card, go negative? Like,
Exactly.
no.
Yeah. I have a negative credit card.
But now,
By
you
accident?
can't do it.
Yeah.
I've done that. Overpaid. Like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I got to use my credit card because I put $100 towards
So
it.
you have to use it.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
or else it's just fucking. Well, you don't get interest back.
only
It'd be
time-
cool if it worked like
Yeah.
that.
The only
Here's
time I ever
negative
did that-
2,500. You pay me now, Visa.
But,
Yeah,
you,
that would
but
be
you had to
sick.
do that when I had like a $500 limit credit card when I was like 19. If I wanted to spend $600, I had to put 100 on the card
Oh, I never even thought about that.
and then spend.
Well,
That's
because you
true.
get cranked on overdraft if not.
There's
right?
no
You
overdraft.
can't go
on-
over on a credit card.
Oh, no?
They
Oh,
stop
you just
Yeah, they
stop. True.
you.
I guess that makes sense.
I never thought about that. I guess I could do that because mine's only $1,000.
That's how I bought my BlackBerry 9900 Bold.
I had that phone.
When I first started
the
working
first
for the government,
touchsome
I
one.
was so I was
That
so
phone was awesome.
hyped. It's like this is
Fucking
The
A.
phone was
sick.
great.
Really?
I
Sick.
really like BlackBerry, but
Man, I love the BlackBerry.
when it but the iPhone is like or whatever, like the smartphone,
Superior.
whatever. It's
It's a superior product.
But when it was brand new, man, that phone, like the diversity of the keyboard and the touchscreen,
There was nothing
incredible.
better
That
than
is
BBM
nice.
too.
BBM, yeah.
Like people talk about iMessage, like that's
Dude.
that's a joke, but
Fucking
BBM
Snake.
was
Yeah.
as good.
Or what was it? Snake?
Brick
what
Breaker.
the Brick Breaker?
That was the
the
shit, dude,
game,
yeah.
bro. Everyone on Clash.
Spent a lot of time on the can playing Brick Breaker.
so
a
dope,
lot
yeah.
of time on the can playing Brick
Bold
Breaker.
9900. I remember that was my first like dope phone I think I ever had. My
If-
first like big phone.
It was
This
it,
fucking
it
phone
was
is
big. That's what I was
legit.
about to say. If you never had a like a smartphone before, that screen was fucking pretty sizable.
Well, you could watch videos and shit on it. It was crazy.
Oh yeah. The other thing too that I liked with that BlackBerry is the battery just lasted forever.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to charge it yesterday. And you're going to bed. You're like
94%.
still half full.
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
a day of blasting off T bombs.
I don't even
sliding into DMs.
I don't. Yeah.
Could you
It's
slide
funny,
into DMs on that?
BBMs.
Is that BBMs?
Oh,
Slide
into BBMs.
There's no Instagram on
No,
that.
there wasn't. There wasn't.
hit
There
'em on
still
the
isn't probably
BBM.
on those things.
Mhm.
We had them for work up until like 18 months ago.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah,
Well, I
everyone
think-
still
I
had a
think
BlackBerry.
they're,
There's probably a BlackBerry in that dresser from work that I just thought like you. Because
Oh,
they
I
want
still
us to
have one.
Transfer all
I'm
our
pretty
stuff
sure
on.
they're like they are superior in that regard, like organization
Work?
and businesses and stuff. Yeah,
I
yeah.
would not trade. I'll tell you right now. At the current like whatever iteration of software on the iPhone, everything is better about that phone for work, except, and this is the most important thing.
processing power.
No, the email threading. Like the email
On the
threading
BlackBerry?
is on iPhone is
Oh.
terrible.
Oh.
It's terrible. So if you got like a
Yeah, it is.
you know
It
what I
is
mean? Like you got
awkward.
a corporate email thread where there's like 10 people replying, especially now that we're trying to drop like return to work policy and stuff. You can't see who wrote what or
Yeah.
like what they're replying to.
Yeah.
So like I can't reply to emails on that phone unless it's like one-to-one. Otherwise I just won't. I'll have to go to my computer to do it.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Yeah. What did I spend my money on last week? Thanks for asking. I picked up Collective Arts again for the second or third time. I'm pretty hyped about this one, which I haven't tried before. Yeah, this one I've been eyeing. This is my third Collective Arts order. I've been eyeing this one for all 3 orders. I don't want to tell you how much it was for a 4-pack, but I would like for you both to guess, since we play Prices Right on this show basically at least once a week.
For 4?
For 4.
$24.
It's 6%. Tall boy.
For 4 of them?
For 4.
$24 I'm going.
Fuck, I think you're probably right. I'll say $20.
It was 18.
Damn it, you
Yeah,
got
it was
me,
18.
you son of a bitch.
And you know what? If it's not worth it, it's not worth it. But I had to try it. It's just been taunting me now.
I'm not gonna lie, I've had that before and it let me down.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
would've been nice if
he
you
hasn't
told me
even
that,
fucking had a
but-
sip of it yet. No, like those
I'm
beers.
gonna say I like it no matter what after that.
I guess I get why they're more expensive, but it's hard to justify.
18?
But I mean,
18
for 4 of them,
Yeah, 18's a
like
lot,
I can
bud.
get how much? I can get a 12-pack of
These ones.
Old Faithful for the
Not
Bush
even
lattes.
light.
Not even a light. A Bush
No, but like
Diesel.
The only one I had.
Coors Light's great. Bush Light's great. Bush is great. Even these Saint of Circumstance, same from Collective Arts. For 4, it's only $13.
Yeah.
$14.
That's fine.
That's about average for
And
a
you're
tall
gonna
boy.
enjoy that. Like, I don't know. Like for like this is
Just
like
saying.
perfect.
You're not enjoying a nice.
This is
ball.
perfect
I'm
drinking.
not-
This is
not-
perfect drinking weather.
It's drinking weather and like when you're only gonna have a couple doing a podcast,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
craft beers.
That's
like,
what.
just
Yeah.
can't be
Fuck
beat.
yeah, man. I've been heavy on those bench beers, man.
Yeah,
they
fuck
are
yeah.
so good.
I'm also-
Session IPAs.
I'm also
So good.
I didn't spend the money on this, but I'm considering it. Is getting a pop cover for these mics
Oh, I have one of those in my Amazon cart right now.
because they only cost like I think $5. Some of them, right?
Yeah,
They're pretty
muffle the
cheap.
noise a little
Well,
bit, or-
you know what I noticed? I noticed the more comfortable we get with the mics close to our face, the more that the P's and T's pop in the
yeah,
in
right.
the waveform. So it's not super hard to edit them out.
Maybe
which
I'm
is
just
a bit of
really
a
into what
pain.
I'm saying.
Yeah, you are. It's
Piece of
good.
Shit.
It's good. That's good. In
say
COVID
that a
times, he
lot.
just horks it across the table at will.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what I spent my money on. So, and that's
Wait, you didn't spend your money on
just
that.
beers, just beers.
and,
Oh,
and he
just-
thought
just
about
beers.
spending.
Yeah, I
He
thought about spending some
True,
money.
yeah, true.
Hypothetical.
I did.
purchase.
Oh, I know. You know what? I lost a bunch of money on this week. The stock market today.
Today.
I've never. I don't think.
This was a bad week.
I don't think it was a great week until today.
No.
Why not?
The
It's
market
great.
was down like 3 days in a row.
It's a couple percent. I mean, who fucking cares? It's up. It's up 30% since March or 40% since March. Bitcoin was
Couple
rolling.
percent.
Everything was
Yeah,
rolling.
but you were
and
saying
today
this
you
week is
wa-
good. I'm
today
saying this
you
week
wake.
wasn't good.
Today you wake up. I thought like, here we go, another green day.
Hey, yeah, but that's not fair. That's a perspective question. Like,
Yeah,
it
but
depends who you're asking. Some people could have had a fucking great day.
So.
Oh yeah,
So
totally.
well, no, they didn't. So on
Nobody
Twitter,
did. Nobody. Zero people had
on
a good day today.
top 100 on the SPX, 99 down, 1 up. Top 100 on the Nasdaq, 99 down, 1 up.
When
You
you
know,
bought SPXS, then you were fucking killing it.
I have
today.
ZUQ, and that's a SPY tracker. It was garbage today.
No, XP.
Oh, if you adjust SPX,
SPXS,
yeah, the shorts,
the short, the 3 times short.
yeah. How'd
I
that
really
go for
gotta
you?
fucking
I do
hit the
own.
books
But did
on
it
this-
still?
on
But
my
did it
abbreviations.
resurrect your?
No,
it
but it's
didn't,
a
right?
hedge.
Yeah, it is a hedge. I have gold as a hedge. The miners fucking they didn't do fuck all today. It was a disaster.
Everything, eh?
Well, why does
It's
it?
a bloodbath.
Why doesn't Stevie Nooch print a couple more trillion? I was saying to your sister today after work. He announced after work that he's putting another trillion into the economy this month.
He
so
did?
yeah, so let's go. Let's do it right now.
Is he just like digging? Is he just like digging up Pablo Escobar's
Just a
money
couple
and just
trillion,
like throwing it
Mike,
in there?
what?
Like,
Probably.
The question is, trillion here, trillion there. Before you know it, you're talking about real money, and
oh.
so we're not there yet, but soon we will be. And when that happens, maybe we'll have a better market day to talk about on this show. How's your fake portfolio doing?
I think I'm in the lead.
I would check the board, but my phone's doing the camera
I'm
work
in the
today.
lead.
Are you?
Yeah, but I.
It's still all fairly close.
It's very
though,
close.
like-
I
we only started
have-
2 weeks
last
ago.
Place, but
I'll
yeah.
tell you right now. I'll tell you right now. I have best brokers.
Yeah.
Me personally.
So we got the Best Brokers app 2 weeks ago. You start with 25K.
Yeah.
You can't buy any index funds on there. Did you notice that?
I didn't even try.
There's no ETFs.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
I,
it's
I,
all
I
stocks.
had
No
a
ETFs.
bad.
Yeah,
I had
all
a good
equities
morning
only.
and a bad night.
Yeah, sure.
I
I
was
bet.
at 24,000. Like I don't know how the fuck this works, but
To say
I
how
was
much
at
money you're
25.
at.
The big number-
this morning. Yeah, this morning. I was at 25,000. With I made $300 on my 25K. Now
Okay.
I'm at $24,899.
Right.
So,
Ouch.
And then the leaderboards Where the fuck is that?
If
The
you
top
go,
list.
You got to go to yearly though, or whatever, right? For our overall
Trading
performance.
center.
Oh, you go to top list,
Top
don't you?
list, yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
I'm still in the lead.
Oh yeah, you have to
You're-
go to year. you have
Joey-
to go to year.
What?
Go to year.
That's daily.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
is that it? I didn't know
I'm
that.
still in the lead.
I'm in
Minus
last.
0.4%,
I'm
bro.
in last.
You're minus 2.36%, and Joey's minus 3.27.
So you got a 2-point lead on us, eh?
Yeah, I'm out here killing it.
But
Wow.
but I think that's only for the stocks that you bought, not your overall cash
It's not.
position. You are overall more cash than I do because I've dumped all my money in.
I don't have more cash.
Joey,
do
you
I?
have
No, like,
$25,000.
overall.
Joey has $25,078,
Yeah, so you might
and
be
Will has
first.
$24,410.
Oh,
You're
I
hurting.
see.
Yeah.
So we don't know how it's really measuring
You
that
have the
top
most
list
cash.
thing.
Like you have the most net worth because you didn't buy the most. Like I bought all my money is in
It's all in
the
there, yeah?
market.
Yeah.
So I've
Yeah.
lost the least, or is that
I've lost the most.
I've lost the least.
Joey's up.
I'm
because
counting on,
He's not in it the most.
I'm counting on the Federal Reserve. It's funny today when I sent you guys that list of stocks. Mike's like, "Is that your play account?" No.
Yeah,
That's my
real money.
actual money. All red. It's all red.
Yeah. I don't even want to look at the day to day though, because I'm not gonna like sell because it's down or
No, me
you
neither.
know. I'm not,
It's something for me to do at break time.
I just
look
like
at the stock.
commiserating.
What's up? What can I
Yeah,
buy?
exactly.
Oh no, you definitely need to get like more like familiar with it
Yeah,
all
I'm just
too,
fucking
right?
navigating these waters. I don't know
How
shit.
are you finding it so far?
Difficult.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know what I'm looking at. I can
Mhm.
read okay. I bought Ford the other day,
Yeah.
and I wasn't even sure it was Ford. I was just like, "Is this an abbreviation?"
Okay, so I
Oh,
will
yeah.
say,
Like I was just
in your
like,
defense,
"Fuck, I don't know."
In your
Like,
defense, that app is so shit for browsing stocks.
It is.
It's shit because it doesn't give you a good indicator of what the ticker is. Doesn't give you a good indicator of what like the company is. So like the Zoom is a good example. If you buy Zoom ZM, you get that's the whatever the video conferencing company. But there's another Zoom that's not ZM and isn't video conferencing.
Right.
And
Is
on
is that
there,
like Mazda?
I don't know. Wow, that's a throwback. But on there, you wouldn't be able to tell. There's
How much-
no like.
On a side note, speaking of that, how much money do you think that kid made?
I don't know, probably like.
You think he made? I bet you made a decent amount of money. He was on the commercials for like our whole childhood.
Yeah, but I bet you he only got paid like $10K.
no way.
How much
Oh,
is
more
Zoom
than that.
worth? You think?
Yeah,
Up
more than
front
that.
or on
An ongoing.
But then they
basis.
had the-
there's a name for that
Zoom,
ongoing
zoom,
basis.
zoom.
I don't know.
Yeah, zoom.
When
Is
you
that the
run a
show
show,
or was that
syndication,
Mazda?
syndication, yeah.
I don't
It was
think
a
that kid got-
syndication income.
Pretty sure that kid didn't get syndication,
He's
but
getting royalties.
no.
Yeah.
I think that they just pay you once. Why would they ever give the actor like every time that we air your commercial, we're gonna give you some money? No,
Yeah.
they'll just be like, here's like a bunch of money.
You're
It's just-
assuming it was a kid just because the kid was the face of it in the commercial.
that's a good point.
But I bet you it wasn't a kid who did the voice.
That's jokes. It might. Yeah, you're right.
Why would they pay another guy to whisper?
Look at Lisa Simpson. You ever seen the girl who did Lisa Simpson's voice? She's like 1 trillion years old. Who
What
invited
does
this
that,
dog?
what does that mean at all though? That's a
like
cartoon.
I'm just saying, like
That's not
it's
the
sort
same
of, but
at
it sort of
all.
like fits. Like if I told you that the Lisa Simpson voice, if I showed you a picture of a little girl and put the voice in front of it, you'd
Yeah,
be like,
Bart
oh, that
Simpson's
makes
a girl.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. It's the same
Well, like,
person.
But
So
if they're like, but if it's like we want the little girl image, but that girl's like zoom. Like
Yeah.
what if it's like that? They're like we want,
What's whispering though?
but like I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it was two different things.
This is good content, I think.
Yeah, it
it's,
really is.
it's organic content.
Well, that's what we have. We don't have anything on the sheet. So
I want to
off the
talk. I want
top
to talk
on
about
this one.
something. This is more. This is the Joey and Ken's wedding update. We
everybody's so interested.
we priced out. Listen to me. When you guys get married, the first thing you're going to say to
To each
yourself,
other?
I'm not judging. The first thing you guys will find out is that the budget you set originally, which you think is high, you think you're going to set it on the high end just to be
I'm
safe.
gonna set mine at like $400,000.
We set it at 40K. Okay, that was the number
Taking
we
a mortgage on
that was the
a
number we
wedding.
picked. 40K.
Jesus.
And so-
40K. I think that's
40K.
Yeah.
And then so the other night,
Is
Ken's
that all in like rings?
no, the rings.
How many
are-
rings?
The rings don't come out of the wedding budget. I'm talking about. I'm talking about 40K, like for the day and any pictures related to the day. Basically, is the 40K.
Oh my god.
That is so okay. Like
It's-
I get
it's
it.
an-
I
it's an
understand.
incredible
I
racket.
fucking can't.
It's an incredible racket.
just
I
can't
really
wrap
don't.
So
my
we
head
so we had the budget set at 40K. I don't know where the ball is. We had the budget set at 40K, and
Don't throw it to him.
Ken's is pretty good about not like bothering me about this stuff. I say bother me, it's my fucking wedding too. But bothering me about like my opinion. I don't care about almost anything about this wedding. She's gonna have the vision. Anything I say is just gonna get overridden anyways if it's not what she wants, and that's fine. I don't really care about that.
Happy wife, happy life.
Well,
man.
there's
Guys
that.
have like their dream.
You know what?
wedding.
I haven't ever thought about any of this,
Exactly.
right? Like the homework I did was on the ring and the diamond, and that's it.
Yeah.
I did my job already, and I'll contribute to the cost of this, of course. The thing that had me shaken up the other night was, you know, I was like having a beer on the couch or whatever, and she's like, "What?" She's like, "You're supposed to pick a walkout song for us," and I'm like, "I haven't picked one yet," and she's like, "And we have to do the guest list. They'll review the guest
a
list."
walkout song for you? What does that even mean?
Or a first dance song, sorry.
You should do the
and,
Stone Cold Steve Austin theme song, the breaking glass at the beginning.
Or Papa Roach.
Last Resort.
Yeah, Last Resort. Yeah, that would be a good one.
Cut your
actually.
life into pieces.
Yikes, imagine. So
This is
anyway,
Kenzie's your last resort.
So anyway,
That's my
yeah.
sister, bro.
so anyway, she says to me, she's like, "Let's go through it." And I'm like, "All right." So I go get a bottle of red wine open. I'm like, "If we're gonna go through this, let's just go through the whole thing." You
Let's
tell
get
me.
wasted.
And I did. I got pretty
Yeah.
drunk.
So you have to explain it to me tomorrow.
And so we start talking. And she's like, "I'll show you the sheet." She's like, "I'll show you the sheet right now as it is, the budget
The
spreadsheet."
Google sheet.
So she pulls it up, and I see on the bottom the budget has become $50K.
Oh.
And I'm like, "How did you get to $50K here?"
Oh.
And she's like, "We can't do 40." I said to her, "Why
And it
not?
only goes up in increments of 10.
We can't do
Yeah.
we can't do
10,000.
we can't do 40, we gotta do
Yeah.
50." And she's like, "We're actually under budget right now at 46." I'm like, "No, we're over
we're
budget
over
at
budget.
46. What do you mean? It's more than 10.
Rose-colored
Oh,
glasses.
more than-
Holy shit.
Hey, look,
There's
it's
more
all,
than-
hey, we're under budget.
we're like 15% over budget here. Like, what's going
We're
on?"
50K under the new 100K budget, though.
She starts talking to me about how that doesn't even include the cost yet of a DJ and an officiant. And so I'm
I'll
like,
fucking DJ it. I got
I'm like-
I'll
experience.
officiate it.
I said to
Yeah.
her, I'm like, "What does an officiant cost?" She's like, "I don't know." So we
Does that
Google
mean
it.
Pastor,
We
right?
Google it. Oh, pastor's religious, I think, right? Officiant's just someone who's like, you know,
Ordained.
good job out there. Way to go. Here's a couple nice words and thanks.
True.
You have to pay that, man?
It gets better.
I'll do
Yeah.
that for free.
So there's
You're
packages.
not ordained.
So there's packages you have to get, right? And so the we went on this one website, and the first package was like the standard package. That package is $500, and that's like nothing special. They just come, they marry you. You know, they might say a few words or whatever, and that's it. And you don't get any customization options. This
What
is
the
where
fuck is the customization?
this is where things get interesting, okay? So this had my eyebrows going to my fucking hairline the other night. It's customization options. Well, it's like 10 minutes this guy's talking for. Like how custom can we
He won't
part of
say
it
your name unless you pay $1,000.
part of it has to be
Was he a lawyer?
part of it has to be the
Yeah, what
kiss.
the fuck?
Part of it has to
This
be
is
the
a
rings.
retainer.
Part of it has to be the vows. So there you go, right? The customization
$33
options
a pop.
it's more expensive, $750 for the first tier of customization on this one website, and that included some things where he would say like special a couple of words about you, like he'll come meet with you and get to know you a bit, say a few things about you. I kept on thinking to myself, like, that doesn't seem right. So we did a little bit more research, and it turns out that option also lets you say a few things too.
So what do you mean?
At your own wedding, you get to say a few extra things
No, what?
for a little bit more money.
What?
Does this make sense to you?
Yeah, so like what? So you're paying the priest or whatever the fuck
To do
like,
less.
hang
To do
around?
less. Yeah,
He doesn't want
exactly.
to be there for that long.
So you're paying him for his time now.
How long?
Insane.
Is it gonna take?
Insane.
What's this guy's cost
And then
per
there's even
hour?
the next option where like he's there and he's like jovial or whatever, and he's, you know, he comes
I'm
to
gonna
meet
be in a
with you.
shitty mood unless you pay me
Well, like
$1,000.
this. Well, like how many options do they have for tiered pricing? It's a guy who's just like marrying you.
But-
Which, by the way, like I sent you guys that meme. I think of like the government. All the times the government has like the fucking, you know, where's my fucking money?
Yeah.
Like getting married, buying a house,
Yeah.
selling a house,
Yeah.
working overtime, anything, right? They always want money. This is just another example of this. And so now I'm saying to your sister, like, why don't we just get one of our friends to do it for shits and giggles? We'll go get married at City Hall.
'Cause-
do it with a judge, right? And then get I don't know.
It only costs like $50 to be like ordained online. I think, right? There's like
I
an
don't know.
online
I
course
don't know.
that I could just take. Anyone could just take, and it's like.
Yeah, but that's not part of the deal.
I'm
you
just
have to
saying,
spend
if you-
thousands of dollars.
Well,
on
wait
this
till you hear what I
fucking-
charge.
If you pay the
Yeah.
$50, I don't expect that to come out of the booster though. You still got to put that $50 in the envelope. So that $50 is out of your pocket only. If you want
and I have to officiate, pay.
if
for
you
my
want to
own
get ordained,
ordination?
if you want to get ordained, ordination. Is that what it is?
I don't know. Doubt it.
Ordination. I don't know. Anyway, so there you go. That was something I thought about on the wedding front. I'm sure I'll have more than that. I just priced out. Well, Kenzie priced out chairs today. That'll be next week's. But I'll tell
Yeah,
you,
so I gotta you
chair
guys,
rentals, bud.
but you guys are stopping. You guys aren't doing the venue now.
We're not doing the venue.
Yeah, and you're still up to 46 G's.
It's gonna be Mike.
You're losing a venue, and you're still
You're
46.
not doing a
G's?
venue.
No, we
They're
wanted to
doing
do
a
it. We
reception.
wanted to do it at Carmen's, and because of COVID, they had to rejig all their wedding dates basically in 2021.
Oh yeah,
Fine.
true.
But you know, originally the plan was to just get married there because it's a big enough venue to hold the wedding, right?
Mhm.
And so you do the reception there, the wedding there. No one has to leave in between.
Yeah.
You can go to your hotel room, whatever. It would have been fine. But because they had to rejig all the weddings, they ended up with no dates for us that weekend, maybe. And so Ken's is like, all right, well, let's just do it in our parents, or Mike and her parents' backyard, right?
Oh, that's the new plan?
Yeah. And I said, okay, sure, we can do that. And
Joey just hears like, oh, we'll save money. Okay, cool.
well,
Sounds
fuck,
good to
at
me.
the time, but now, like, to get chairs and stuff, money.
Wait, are you gonna do everything there?
No, we're just gonna do the reception or the wedding itself, and then the reception will still be at Carmen's.
Oh, okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, oh yeah. But
Okay.
you guys don't have to go to you won't have to go to the wedding if you don't want to. I'm pretty sure Kenzie wants to cut that down to like fucking
Walk up
0 people. Yeah.
Well, you got
Mhm.
fucking 90 people out of 100 there. I'm hearing.
Well, she's like,
Yeah.
we got to do it first cousins, and I'm like, okay, sure. I got like a few first cousins, and
More than us.
yeah, I know, but I mean, whatever, it's fine. No one likes going to the ceremony, anyways. Like, does anyone care about that? No one.
I'd go,
Yeah,
obviously.
You'd go if you were invited, but are you gonna be like, I didn't get invited to the ceremony?
Yeah, like I get, yeah.
Who cares?
Not everybody's like that though. Some people want to go. That's the
Also,
thing.
like, if you really
Yeah.
wanted to go, you live around the corner. Just come to the ceremony.
All those people over the
stand
bush.
stand
yeah,
from
that's the whole thing.
yeah,
That's
like-
the whole thing. Like you just might not get a chair. It's like
Mhm.
okay, cool.
Oh, I don't mind. I might do that then. Just come and just kind of like.
Yeah.
standing room only. You still
That's
got to wear a
fine.
suit though, or you don't. I
See,
guess
I'll
it doesn't
just-
really matter.
I'll
It could
be
be
inside.
It could be hot
Just wear a
anyways. So
beater and
Yeah, I'll bring.
have a hot
What if I
dog.
bring my own chair?
you can. The other thing we talked about is that if like the gathering limits are still on next year, which I really doubt they're going to be, but
No, they absolutely won't.
yeah, but if they are, we were saying like we could just have the whole thing in your parents' backyard and say forget about Carmen's, fuck it.
But then you got to rent a
Just a
dance floor and all that
party.
shit too, right?
Yeah, who cares?
Do you think that would still be a lot
it is?
cheaper?
It's like $2,000.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not that much. You have to
Oh.
put it together, take it apart, but
Yeah.
who
True.
cares? It's fine. Yeah, or we could probably figure it out. I don't know. Anyway, that's a story for another time. That's what we did this week with the wedding.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. What else are we gonna talk about tonight?
Good question. What do we got to talk? Oh, I got.
Well, it's been a good
You got a
episode.
Mike's
Let's,
notes? Hey, I got my.
no, we're good. We're only like 40 minutes in, anyways.
40.
If
It's only
that.
been like 20.
You think?
It's not been long.
Okay.
I
not
don't know.
even
We're
8
all
yet.
living it. It's not. Oh, it's like what?
Oh, we
8
probably
minutes?
started at about
been about
7:30.
20 minutes.
7:30.
It's not even
yeah.
8.
7:58.
Oh my
It's 30
God.
minutes. We're gonna have to work out the kinks in this again. It's weird again. We're gonna have to work on
We'll
it.
be all right.
I like this way better.
Me too.
course.
Me too.
You get a Mike's note? Mark's note? Oh, you
Mark's
do.
no, it's Mark's picks. Do that at the end. Do that at the end.
I do. I don't think I've ever felt more defeated in my life at work like this morning for the first 3 hours of my day.
Why?
Nothing. Everything just didn't. We tried to do so much. It was just me and another guy. We tried to do so much, and everything just failed. Just failure after failure after failure. It was so. I'll just put it this way, because like I don't really want to get into like how much. I don't want to start bitching about work on this, but
You're already there.
no, it was just this job site I'm on currently is a fucking shit show.
Where are you? Are you at
Ancaster.
liberty to say?
Yeah, it's just an art center in Ancaster. It's just,
Place
it's
that you'll
just-
be for the next year and a
I'll-
half.
yeah, I'll be. Yeah, it's my
Chill.
home base. I'll
really?
be there.
Yeah, okay. At least it's close to home.
Yeah, that's the best part about it. But it was just today. It was just fucking. Have you ever had days like that? Just failure,
We all have.
Yeah.
but like consecutive.
This wall to
fucking
wall?
yeah, it just there's no end in sight. Then you think like I know you've had days where you've had a failure.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
if you
yeah.
had like 5 in the course of 3 hours,
No.
it's just like you can't. I'm not even kidding. Like,
5/3. That's
like
the magic
you
number.
go to do a
No, not
task, it's
that.
like oh can't failure, can't do it. Why? This is fucked. Like we're trying to put I can't even get into it.
Is it your fault?
It's a
Like, you couldn't
collective
troubleshoot it?
collective fuck up. Like so to put it simply, we're running a 3/4 pipe, which is the diameter of the pipe.
Mhm.
Yesterday I'd spent hours mounting all the boxes on this wall, in this concrete wall. Then they pour the concrete over the boxes. Then it's fucking permanent, so it has to be perfect because it's
Mhm.
in a concrete slab. There's no fixing it. So I had spent so much time making it look good because the boxes have to be straight and yada yada, all this
Even though they're
bullshit.
getting covered in concrete, why does it matter what they look like?
The box has to be straight in the wall. It's an exposed wall. If it's
Oh.
crooked, then
Yeah,
it's permanently crooked. There's no fixing it. So regardless, it's just a 3/4 pipe in the wall, and we got to the point we finished mounting the boxes. Look at the boxes, about to run the pipe. Oh, half-inch connectors on the box.
Oh,
Pipe
no.
won't fit. We're like, so all of the boxes had to come down. So that was the start of the day. Then we go, so we're like, okay, we can't do anything. So because my foreman was at another site, we needed to bring, he had 3/4 boxes with him. So we had to wait for him. Couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
We go into, so now we're going to do another task we had to do in the morning. So it had to do with PVC pipe. We had to heat up the pipe to bend it. So we get everything over into this fucking thing to start working on it. We get all our shit down there. We got to fucking turn the heater on. Heater's fucking broken for some reason.
Is it electric or propane?
It's electric. So the heater's now fucking broken. This is just 2 out of the so we had to fix the fucking heater, and then now I have nothing to do because the other guy's just working on it. Now I'm just like, okay, fucking sick. Like,
yeah. Ho humming.
Pretty much trying to find shit to do. The site super's beaking off at us. We're like, well, we can't do anything about this shit. That's just too. I'm not gonna get so far into it, but it's just. I don't know how you guys feel about those days, but it's tough.
I haven't had one of those days at work. Well, in months.
In 3 months
haven't
at least.
been to work, but even at work, it's kind of like, oh, this doesn't work. But like, you just like kind of, I don't know. In my like, as an engineer, it's not like.
That's like you're always pretty even keeled.
You're like,
I've never seen you have a shit day.
But if something doesn't go your way,
shit.
exactly, you just spend time trying to figure it out. They pay you by the hour anyway. So
yeah, it's like we have like a project that's like, okay, do it by like this date, and it's like you're working on that. It's like, oh, try this, man. Now do this, whatever. So it's not like, oh man, never just sitting there with nothing to do.
Your attitude would change. Like you have a date you have to have your problem solved by.
Yeah.
You have days to figure it out. Imagine having hours to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's a very different attitude to have.
Does it change like based on who you're working with? Like you have like some days you're working with a guy who's like, you know, a little sharper. Other days guy with
that might change on the site.
He's got some other good qualities, but he's not that sharp.
Our foremen are pretty sharp. Because it's like there's a general contractor, the GC, or there's a site super, yada. But then they sub out. So we're a subcontractor or whatever. We're a contractor with. I don't really fucking know that whole shit too well, but there's a main guy who runs the job.
Yeah,
to learn
and
that.
he hides. I know. I sound like a complete
What are you
moron
Are you starting
now.
your own
You
company
starting your own
soon?
business.
I do want to actually. There's been talks about that.
Mike's
actually.
GC and whatever other shit I need.
Yeah, if you want to get really simplistic,
You're gonna do a
terms,
general
talk to me.
contractor?
No, just my
Who's
own.
been talking
And
about
whatever other shit
Don't
you
worry
need.
about it. Anyway, what the fuck? Now you guys got me all fucked up.
There's a guy. I asked
so
you.
you were asking, yeah. So like at this, like that can vary. Like if there's certain sites where if the super's good, everything's gonna work because he's coordinating all the trades. So if that's good, that's the main issue. The trades aren't coordinated. Everything's going to shit right now
Mm-hmm.
because
What does it mean
everything's
the
all
trades
out of
aren't
order.
coordinated?
So like everything goes in a sequence. Like if a job goes smoothly, everything goes in a sequence. Like the bricklayers will be doing all their thing, and then we'll be right behind them with all our shit, and the plumbers will be coming with us. And yeah, I don't really know that part that well. Like I haven't been to too many jobs where I can see it like a job flow nicely
From start to finish.
Yeah, but like you can tell when there's a good like site super.
It's like a production line
Project manager.
almost.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. And he just has everything flow together smooth. It's just that's how it's supposed to be. But,
Well, he estimates how much time you guys are going to be there, and
Yeah,
like kind of
exactly.
like coordinates everyone like
and
that.
then if
right?
we get ahead, he'll coordinate with like we need this done so we can continue our work and
Right.
whatever. But yeah, this one right now isn't very good. Like it's kind of a nightmare.
Is it the project manager's fault?
Just go ahead and say it.
I'm not saying anything. Nobody's listening to it, but either way, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, like from what I've seen, this guy's a bit of a nightmare, but I don't know, right? Like it's fucking. I don't know. Just like I'm just saying.
Yeah, fuck him, eh?
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, but like the difference is like the difference in you have as an engineer, they give you a date, or like they'll give you a date to
Yeah.
have
This
estimates or
return to
whatever,
work
right?
stuff we're seeing for the first time. I think that a lot of us, it's not a point of friction, but there's a lot of like different opinions. Like the lab staff have a certain opinion. Like
Surprised they're even asking you. For us, they're just kind of like, you're back to work. You're back.
that's
to
what
work.
that's the team I'm on is the year back to work team. But the problem is that with so many labs operating so many different ways, and of course there's like the federal bureaucracy to deal with. Like it's like a 5 or 6 phase rollout plan, which I wouldn't do it that way. But you have to assume, especially with government, that they're going to be defensive, conservative in their approach all the time, right? It's all about risk mitigation.
Yeah,
and,
of course. Like if you guys had an outbreak at your lab, they would be fucking all over you. It would be a
disaster. It would be a disaster. So we want to prevent that. But it does get frustrating. You're right. When you feel like you're talking to somebody, this is the experience I've had, right? And it's not anyone's fault. It's just the way the system is kind of, established itself and played out. When you're talking to somebody about something that you think they should know and they don't know. They have no idea what you're talking about, or they're calling it by a different name or something like that. And you just think to yourself, like, man, how are we this far into the quarantine? Now we're talking about getting back, and we're not on the same page. Like one of us is missing the plot. That's frustrating, but I don't hold it against them. I mean, for you and probably for you too, Will, like you can kind of like, you're an idiot to somebody. Well, if it's a project, something is going wrong, and it's like the same guy all the time.
Well, it's not really like that. It's like it's more so what this guy's focusing on. Like I've seen this guy walk around the site, no hard hat on, not wearing steel toe boots.
The worst.
And this is the boss because he doesn't give a fuck. And
okay, hold on.
Ooh, the taste test.
It would be better cold.
Okay, you could have said that about anything.
But it's not bad. Anyway, go ahead.
This guy
hard hat. That's like,
well, this guy. So he's butting heads with my foreman, and then like what he's doing. Like I'm the only apprentice there. I have been like for the majority of the time.
Yeah.
So we know each other now. He talks to me, knows me by my name. He talks to me. So I'm in the trailer. He's not asking my foreman questions. He's waiting until he's done so he can ask me questions, hoping that I'm gonna answer. So now he has like leverage. He's like, oh well, he said this, so now like which is like at least I'm aware enough to be like, go talk to so and so.
Yeah. Also, maybe he wants to cut out the middleman too. Like
no, he should. Well, he does. No, he's trying to find someone.
It's all about a battle. It's always like a battle for information.
That's 100% what it is, and it's very obvious.
I've seen that before.
It's very obvious in this sense. Like most times, you're right. But this one, it seems really petty because if he's not if he doesn't have a question for me, he's coming over to me trying to get me to talk shit about my foreman.
Is his phone like this in his pocket facing you?
No, he's just
you look out for that.
He's just trying to like, oh well, is this guy a new foreman? Like, where did he learn to do this? I'm like, and I've literally said to him, I'm like, honestly, man, are you just trying to get like? I'm not gonna get into the drama with. I have a job to do, and that's it. Like, I don't want to get to know you on any other level now because I know you're one of those dramatic people, and this is a professional place.
How old's the guy?
And he's almost retired.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. It's confusing.
How old's your foreman?
Mine, he's like 32, 33.
So he's young.
He's young, and that's the issue.
Oh, now that's young. Oh, is that right? Now 32 and 33 is young.
In a professional
this is
position
fucking
like
breaking news. I can't believe I just heard that. Come on, I'm never going to forget that. Oh, now 32.
You're young compared to 60.
I get it.
Yeah, it's a mindset,
60.
man. I know that guy's young.
Yeah. You're old, Joe.
That's
you're
insulting.
broken. But anyway,
this tastes like sunscreen.
No, it's just
Thanks,
funny, like when you paying attention to it, because like I'm so focused on my job right now because where I'm at right now is I'm there. She's starting to trust me, and he's giving me a lot of responsibility. Great. And I'm fucking running around like I'm overwhelmed as fuck right now. I've seen doing shit I've never done before. I'm super down. I'm like I'm happy that I'm in that
best
position.
Way to learn.
That's the way forward in your career, man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not complaining in the sense, but like I am not worried about talking shit with the fucking site super that has gonna have no benefit to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like I'm like, dude, I don't have time to gossip about the guy who can ruin my career.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to talk to you. I'm never going to see you after this job again. Never again. Maybe on another job. Doubt it.
Get his number.
Let's go fucking talk shit about the guy who I'm going to be working with for the foreseeable future. Like, arguably the next 30 fucking years.
Yeah.
Especially when you think that, like, he might be, like, turning around and telling your super or your foreman, like, yeah, man, 100%. Like, your own employee thinks you're, like, you can't do this job well.
How many years do you have under your belt right now? And how many do you have left?
In my trade or, like, in my
your apprenticeship?
In my apprenticeship, I'm almost second year. So
you got, what, 3 left?
There's 5 years, so yeah.
3 and change, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so long.
It is long.
Not really,
It's all right. It's fine,
feels
man.
long.
How long was your engineering degree?
4 years.
Plus your P-Eng, right?
Yeah, but you're still like
Yeah, but
working.
but so
2 years.
So,
This is
Kansas
technically.
only
This
2
is
years.
technically
so four school plus 2P.
Yeah.
How long was your education part?
2 years.
So 2 plus 5. You guys are both the same.
But my education was like supplemental. It wasn't like part
Well,
of
I'm
it.
just saying it's not that long.
I don't know. It just seems to me like you to be like 5 years into an apprenticeship. But I mean, like that's just how they all
Yeah.
are. Obviously.
With man, like
The worst part is that that's mandated by
no, it's important.
I think it's mandated by the union, right? The union decides that,
No,
or is it the
that's college
professional
of trades.
association?
College
yeah,
of trades.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah, you can't just be an electrician. You can't just write your ticket. You got to get.
No, I know that. I was
just
just thinking about who's advocating that. I guess it would be the professional.
the government.
association.
If you like, if they just start like handing out electrical tickets,
for sure.
everything's on fire.
Yeah.
They're, like that's like I am not.
No,
opposed.
my question is more like why, and like I don't know if this is the case. I would speculate that it's at least a bit to do with getting you guys cheap for a few years, but
Oh, that helps.
you know
That
what I mean?
helps.
Like that's probably why it's 2 years school, 5 years cheap labor, as opposed to yours, which was 4 years school,
Right.
2 years of cheap labor, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the difference. That's all I'm thinking. Like who's really coming out on top there? It's definitely not. I mean, in either of your cases, it's not you.
But
guys
I also
for those
think that
2
like
years.
actually I don't know because for me I definitely learned like a lot in school.
Yeah.
It was weird being at the island. I had my laptop and I was like looking at my fucking all my projects and shit because I was so bored. I was
Yeah.
like, wow, I don't remember any of this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
That sucks. It's gonna be rough.
It was like, oh wow, that sucks. That just like that's just gone
Humbling,
now.
eh?
Yeah. But like I think you learn the best like for you guys especially like on the job. Like
Oh yeah.
you don't want some guy like wiring your house and be like, I read this in a textbook once. It should work.
I'll say all I've learned like from school is when I'm hanging out on a job site and there's two journeymen talking, I can kind of understand what they're talking about.
Right.
That's what school did for me. I can kind of understand the language.
That's good.
But
I've
that's
heard
it.
that before.
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
other than that, it's I don't like when they were like when I was a pre-apprentice and like I've had experience in the trade, but not this trade.
Right.
Like not 309. I had electrical experience, sure, but it like even still, I look back, that was fucking garbage. What I was doing. They're like, go to the trailer, get me a device box and an 1104. I'm like, looking at the guy, fucking cross-eyed.
I don't even know what 11. Like I have
It's
no
a
idea
box.
even where to
It's
start.
a box.
Oh, okay.
It's when you put. It's a recessed box you put it in the wall.
I thought you mean like a box and an 1104.
A device box
Yeah,
is something you
same.
can surface mount, and 1104 you put recessed in the wall. And I wouldn't know that unless I fucking got screwed up my first week.
We've had a couple
Yeah.
of these instances now where someone says a word and it's pronounced differently than I have considered. Recessed is what I would
Into
say.
the wall.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
whatever. Oh, you just
Recessed?
mean like
But it actually might be recessed. It seems like that kind of like flows off the tongue better.
yeah, recessed into the wall.
I feel like that, that's like milk, whatever.
Milk and
No,
milk.
no, but what? No,
Yeah.
you said
Pillow
something a couple
and
weeks ago,
pillow?
and I forget what
Yeah.
it was. It was like
Garage and
milk?
car park.
No, I forget. car
hole?
park. Wow, my car park.
That's happened a few times on this show. Actually, we've had to question the enunciation of a
Which
word.
hardly ever
Oh,
happens.
so many.
Yeah.
Pronunciation.
Yeah, because I'll just make up words.
In real life, it never happens.
I do that too.
Only with people that you're like, wait a minute, what the fuck did you just say?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'll be honest. Like this is probably one of the best things that ever happened to me, and it happened to me at a late age. It was like my very first fucking day on the job. My very first day. I just quit my old job, took a major leap, and was like so nervous. Like parking in there, it was like 6:45. I got there 15 minutes early, and I saw the truck like of the bomb. Okay, I'm in the right place. Good. No one else is there. I see this fucking guy come out. Was my foreman at the time. Didn't know anything. He's like, this guy's like 60.
Yeah.
He's out there. He's just walking out. He's all he was, hello. He's like, it was his first day at the site too because it was just starting. Fuck gets out. He's pissed off right away, smoking darts. Like I just
Of
looked down
course.
in front of his truck because he's been there since like 5 a.m. That's how this guy is.
Fuck
There's
that.
a pile of cigarettes in front of his truck,
He's stress smoking.
and I just go, hey, I'm Mike. I'm the new guy. He's like, this is your first day? I'm like, yeah. He's like, ever? I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm extending my handshake. He just limp dick handshakes like, for fuck's sakes. And then just walks in the fucking school. I'm like, this is gonna be fucking brutal. The guy didn't even fucking say good to meet you. He just goes, for fuck's sake.
That seems weird to
That's
me. Like you would
jokes.
think another tradesman would like remember his first day ever.
I will never forget
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, don't you think he'd be like sympathetic to you?
No.
But I guess not. Eh?
No, man, that's not how it
Just
works.
jaded, just way
That
too.
seems
just,
so
like,
weird.
never
That seems
would-
so weird.
Well, maybe like circumstantial. Like he knew today was going to be a shitty day, and on top of that, he's got to deal with
He's
some
got a
fucking
new
very green guy. Yeah, I can see myself being like, let's go. All right, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. I'll show you what to do.
Yeah, I
You
don't
gotta
know. I'm pretty empathetic though.
Have you
Me too.
ever been 27 years old and been called kid?
Yeah.
Let's go, kid. Come on, kid.
All the
No,
ti-
but not like that.
Not at
Not
sport-
like in
not
an
at
encouraging
sports. Not by
way.
a
Like
rapper.
like you're smaller, you're dumber than me. Like I'm right, you're wrong. I'm big, you're little. Like Matilda shit.
Yeah.
Funny.
But it is funny. It's like and the thing is, I'm gonna give it right to every apprentice that I have, every single one. When I'm a journeyman, I'm 100% gonna do it. This is part of the deal.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
gonna it's
initiation.
just rite
yeah.
of passage. It's
Yeah.
I think I'd get grieved if I did that to somebody in the public
yes, you
service.
fucking sure.
Yeah.
Even at I think
What's
any
going on,
office job.
kid?
The office is different. Yeah.
Your first day? For fuck's sake.
Yeah, that wouldn't fly. I could definitely call someone kid, but like I don't think I could be like, all right, for fuck's sake, and then just not shake his hand and be like, all right.
When's your birthday coming up?
July 15th.
So you are turning 30, right? Pretty soon?
29.
Oh, I thought you were turning 30 this
Oh, you're not. I thought you were fucking 29.
I know. I would just say that, just to kind of like
30.
the ice.
Just
Yeah,
skip the 30.
No, I'm like,
Turned 30 last year.
Yeah, I'm already 30.
yeah. In my head, I'm like 30.
Yeah, in my head I'm 32.
Yeah, I don't even
Yeah,
care.
same.
Yeah, wishful
Joe,
thinking.
Yeah.
for
we're
you.
thinking ahead. Joey's living in the past.
Same.
Yeah.
You know what we should talk about that I saw a couple of stories about the last couple of days? These protests in Seattle where the protesters claimed, I don't even know how to describe this. They basically claimed like outside of the state capitol in, I think it was in Seattle. I can't remember if it was in Seattle or some other city, but they claimed a state capitol area as like an autonomous zone. And so on Twitter,
Does
There-
that-
Is that what you posted? Is that what that was?
what the
The Twitter thing?
Yeah. So no,
didn't look
that
at
was
it.
something different. That was
I
something
didn't even
different.
look
But
at it.
the autonomous
but you did question.
the autonomous
did.
zone. We could talk about the Twitter thing too, but we don't have to. The autonomous zone is a funnier story because these guys are all protesting, saying that they want to like get rid of police. Police are no good. They want to get rid of.
I
Fucking
saw that.
insane.
This is
bro.
okay. I don't want to get too
It is
deep
a
in it.
touchy
I don't want to
subject.
get.
We can talk about anything.
I don't want to get too deep into that. But
That is sorry. I'm gonna say that one thing. That is fucking ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah,
And that's
it's
it. I'll leave it at
All
that.
right,
That's
all right.
very stupid.
So
but anyway,
the thing about these protesters is that they have their own subreddit, and so you can go on Reddit and see what they're talking about.
Mhm, What is
This
it
like
called?
little community. I think it's called the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. Or
Okay.
CHAZ is what it is
Oh,
on
yeah,
Twitter.
of
The
course
CHAZ,
it
yeah.
is. Cool.
And
CHAZ.
super cool. And so
Excuse me,
they
bruh.
so they don't like government. They want their own sort of like anarchist society, right?
Mhm.
That's in their mission statement.
Yeah, that would work well.
And they also say that they want no police in there, right? And so it's funny on Twitter.
People
On
think
Twitter,
about
the
anything?
Bitcoin
No.
the Bitcoin Twitter crowd is
Never
about as
repercussions.
the Bitcoin Twitter crowd is about as anti-government and anti-police as you can get. But even they think this
The
is
Twitter crowd is.
the Bitcoin Twitter crowd.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
even they
okay.
think this is hilarious, okay? So these guys are there for 2 days. In the first 2 days, okay, what do you think has happened in this zone? If you had to guess, like, where this went, so you got maybe, let's say, like, 200 people, 300 people. It's like a city block. It's pretty big. There's, like, barricades put up, and it's just this autonomous zone everywhere, and they have, like, their own little area. So what do you think has happened for these anti-government, anti-police people in the first 2 days or maybe 3 days now at time of recording? Probably by Monday or Tuesday when I put this out, it'll be like a week almost.
Still have given up by then.
Worse. It's worse than that.
They
It's-
definitely haven't showered. That's for sure.
It's worse than that. They don't have a shower for
Just
sure.
Posting there.
But here's
Chilling there?
what
So-
here's what you've seen already. Okay, they got a guy in there who has a gun, and he's become like a war.
guy?
He's become like a warlord of sorts. Okay.
He's
So he's got a gun. I don't remember the guy's name, but he's He's a local SoundCloud rapper. Okay,
Oh,
even better.
shocker.
He's got a huge chain on.
Of course.
Okay, so he's got he's like a fucking big muscular black guy. I wouldn't fuck with this guy if he didn't have a gun. Okay?
Yeah.
He's big. He's a big
Uh-huh.
boy. But he's got a gun. Okay, and there's videos of him on Reddit and on Twitter of like
So
him,
what, he's
him,
the-
him harassing
Xerxes
people.
from 300. Is that what this
Yeah,
guy's
yeah.
saying?
Him harassing people about coming into the thing, like telling him how to act and all that.
So
with
he's
the
the
gun.
government now.
He's
He's
the-
his government.
So he's the police.
Yeah, this guy is.
He's-
That's hilarious.
These guys also protest stop and frisk, which is not a great policy. I don't agree with stop and frisk, but guess what he's doing to people who he thinks look suspicious?
Stopping
Stop and
them?
frisk.
Stop and frisk, okay? That's two.
What the-
On Reddit, there's a big thread there about how we didn't pick this guy to lead us. What we should be doing is telling this guy that he's not allowed to lead us. Instead, we should have a rotating leader, and everything we do should be like a weekly meeting where we vote on like what's next for the area. And people are going like, what does that sound like to you? Rotating leader, voting on everything.
Sounds exactly like what we just said. Yeah.
Doesn't that sound like government to you?
Yeah.
It's been 2 days.
And they're already resorting to government.
Now, to their credit,
But
it took us
it's
like
on their terms, though.
yeah.
Well, they're in charge.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
To their
people.
credit,
Yeah.
it took us like 1,000
people
years to
and
figure
we've
out
had enough.
to figure out like monopoly on violence and voting.
Yeah.
It only took them a couple of days.
True.
That's a point in their favor.
You might be able to say we paved the way for them.
We
but,
did. Yeah, you know what? We did pave the way for them. We did pave the way
But
for
I'm glad
them.
that they figured it out.
Pretty
so
funny.
quickly, too.
It's
That's
a pretty
good
funny
for
story.
them.
I don't like my phone is doing the video, but we should look up, or after this, we'll look up the picture of this guy. It is
But
classic.
it's like ironic hypocrisy. It's like
Yeah.
they're so against the thing
just
that they're
great.
just and then that is
it's great.
because it
doesn't
like,
get any
it's
better
a
than that.
natural way of like society. That's just how it has to be.
Of course it. Yeah. of
Exactly.
course.
Well, you know what they say about
it's not fair, but it is fair. In
It's
a
like
sense.
the fairest.
Exactly. It's gonna be a nightmare. Like humans are supposed to operate in bands of like 20 people.
You know what they
Yeah,
call
yeah, yeah.
Not
Imagine it,
millions.
you're just like, I'm the one with the gun.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
in charge.
I'm the
now.
captain now.
This is what you guys
exactly.
wanted?
You
Okay,
got
cool.
the juice now.
Do
Yeah.
you know what?
Have you seen that movie Juice? That's exactly what it's about.
Yeah.
One guy has a gun and he's threatening his
Yeah,
friends and shit.
always,
It's
yeah.
hilarious.
One of the things.
What'd you say?
One of the things.
It's the funniest shit ever.
One of the things that keeps getting repeated in poli sci when I was back in university back in '88 was democracy.
It's so good.
Democracy is the worst form of government, except for all the other forms of government.
Yeah.
Basically, is the story, right? Like it's broken
it's
as
like-
hell at scale, but it's
Yeah, like,
there's nothing better. Like we don't have a better option.
No, we
Like,
need-
it's-
Anything at scale, like what you don't want to voice, you don't want to be
Yeah,
able,
yeah.
you don't want to have any
Nope.
input. We'll choose one for you. Okay,
Yeah.
like, we don't have a problem doing that either.
Let's reintroduce fascism. That worked out really well.
I
Like,
just love that story so much, and the picture of the guy is really as good as it gets. He's got like a girl draped over him in one of the pictures. Like
does.
it's just unbelievable how good it is.
Fuck,
He
how
definitely
funny
doesn't
it
even
is.
believe in the shit that he's saying. He's just like, I could run this group.
Yeah,
I got this.
I got the
Yeah.
I got the heater. Yeah, exactly.
Like I had a knife, but I had a gun. So
Yeah.
brought a knife to a gunfight. Now I run the show.
It was-
I run the
it's just-
government.
it's
I'm the
just so
president
classic.
of this band.
I just don't know how that happens. Like, and then the guy, the governor of, I don't know if it's what is it, the state leader is the governor, right? Yeah, the governor of Washington. 'Cause Seattle's in Washington, I guess, and he gets on TV today, and one of the media members is like, "Did you know about this CHAZ zone here?"
Mhm.
And she's like, "It's like 2 city blocks
Is
outside the Capitol," and he goes, "I had no idea."
Doesn't
He's either
care.
lying
Doesn't even
or
wanna
he's either lying or
acknowledge
he
them.
just doesn't even care.
That's
He's like,
probably the best
I don't
bet. Is
know.
just ignore it and it'll
yeah,
go away.
maybe.
Because if them doing nothing, they're already kind
Yeah.
of like, oh well, we're just doing what we're doing anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Yeah,
they want
yeah.
to stir up like controversy.
It's
and
just
shit
so
that, like, gets
great.
news and stuff. But if you don't respond to it, they'll just dissipate.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
like what's the next best thing?
Are they
from
gonna make demands?
like democratic? What's the next best thing? Just chaos.
monarchy.
Yeah.
Like what's the thing? Like,
He
what,
can be
what-
the queen. That guy can be the queen.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just, yeah. Like, it's-
because like that works out so well usually.
I'm the
there-
queen
there,
now.
There literally is no other alternative. Like I'm reading for a fucking long time. Sapiens. I'm almost done.
You were reading that like back when we were recording on the
Yeah,
laptops.
and I'm still almost done. It's a fucking
Still
tough read.
Almost there,
I
baby.
won't lie, it's
Had to
fucking,
reread a couple
it's
chapters.
fucking dry, bro. But anyway, it is like there is some chapters that are mildly interesting, and it's like it's just
Mildly
that's
interesting.
yeah. Like
Who
honestly,
wrote that book?
I don't know.
I don't fuck. Don't look at me. I haven't read it.
Roald
or
Dahl,
I'm not
probably.
reading it.
Roald Dahl.
No, it is like there is interesting chapters, but there's a lot of shit that I'm not really interested in. But there is some things that I am interested in. It's like when like pre massive societies and shit. It's like humans used to just roll around in like groups of 20.
Yeah.
And they fucking held it down pretty good, and everything was good. Like everybody fucked everybody. There was no
Oh, yeah.
problem.
It was a community. Yeah.
It was just like it was just like everyone was chilling. Everybody hunted, but then in order for society, in order for things to happen, in order for humans to get out of the food chain, we need to roll together as like a species, like
Right.
because nobody else does that.
No. Yeah,
Like if all the wolves rolled together,
every single
we'd
wolf
be
in the
fucking
world,
in shit. We'd be in trouble, bro. Well,
we can't even
we
handle.
wouldn't,
they're
but
on their cellies. And
Like,
shit.
look at all this. This
they're
like
driving
you know,
around.
sort of like the pinnacle of human evolution and progress here. And the whole neighborhood freaks out when they see one coyote Like, oh, we better stay.
Yeah.
We better stay inside.
That just shows how
Imagine if they all
sheltered
just
we
decided
are.
to go together.
Every single coyote.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'd be in
wow.
trouble. Well, I guess humans as well. We have like military, like
Yeah,
groups and shit.
yeah, of course,
and we have weapons. Like we could take ourselves, but like
But just like the
the
average
mass,
person.
the mass is pussy
yeah,
shit.
we couldn't.
bro.
We couldn't do anything about
The
it.
Yeah.
mass is
Well, it's
soft,
also, like-
bro.
I think it's also like we have so many people, but it's like I'm not gonna do it. There's so many people.
Someone
I'm
else
not
will
gonna
do
do
it.
it.
Yeah, someone else will do it.
It's jokes. We were me and the girlfriend were walking through the driving park maybe like last week,
yeah.
and we got to the entrance and there was just a guy on the ground like passed out, like
Drunk?
jeans on, something.
What time of day is it?
Was he like
Middle of the
face
day.
down?
Face
Like,
down.
no, he wasn't even like.
No, like face down. Like look, like he was the bench behind him.
How passed out
Wrecked.
was he? Was he passed out like kind of moving, making noise, or was he so passed out you could have done a chalk outline?
No,
on him?
I was like, yo, we should call like an ambulance.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
Wearing jeans, had like a jacket on. It was hot.
Was it on the hot
And
day?
he was-
Yeah.
and he was like lying on the grass,
That's
and, like
great.
visibly dirty. Like
Okay.
his face was visibly
Oh.
dirty. He had like boots, like leather boots on or
Okay.
something. And I was like, man. And there's so many people in the
And no
park,
one's
too.
calling.
And I'm like, yo, should we call? Or my girlfriend's like, yo, should we do something? I'm like, there's so many people here. Someone definitely would have called.
Everybody said that.
And then she's like, yeah, that's everyone thinks so.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, fuck, should we call the cops? Like, this guy's something is wrong
So
with
did
this
you?
guy,
So did
right?
you call?
No, she went up and was just like, got like maybe like within like 5 or 6 feet, was just like, hey man, you all right? You okay? And he just goes like this.
But he's not though.
And then he just
He's
like went
not.
back. I'm like, all right, we did our job, did our due diligence. He said he was
man.
okay,
Right.
cool, let's go.
That's good.
It was like seriously, I'm like, what the fuck, man? What are you doing?
Sounds okay.
Man, I remember.
Dundas, eh?
Dude,
Wow.
I was walking home from our buddies, like when Bob lived at his parents' house. I was walking home. He's just like a local Dundas guy. I was walking through the park. It was like fucking 3 a.m.
I'm gonna get Bob a shirt that says "Local Dundas guy."
It's pretty much up. And just the guy with a thumbs up on it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm walking through the park, and like by Parkside, there's a heater out front, or at whatever the fuck it is. It's where everybody smoked darts
Yeah.
in the winter. Anyway, I'm walking there, and I'm like walking past the heater because it was fucking cold, and I was gonna go just warm my hands up on the heater, and I just see the bench. There's a bench, like a park bench, right in front of the fucking heater, and I'm like, "Fuck, what the fuck is that?" And then there's someone fucking sleeping there.
Yeah.
I'm looking, I'm like,
oh my god.
I was shook, and then I was like, "Oh fuck!" I'm like, I get there, I'm like, "Oh, there's someone there," and then I look over under. There's like the school's like an L at that point. That's what like the shape of the building, and then there's a little like a fucking overhang, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know how to even describe this part of the fucking building, but there's someone sleeping in there too. I was like,
yeah.
I'm not in danger, but like I feel like I'm in, like my
Yeah.
senses are high right now. Like this is trippy.
It's weird
man.
being around like
homeless.
yeah, not even
Yeah.
Like-
not even that. It's not like the fact that they're homeless is not really a problem. It's that with homelessness often comes like addiction,
Yeah.
Yeah,
mental
yeah.
health.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so like
It's mildly threatening.
you feel sorry for him, but yeah, you do have to be
No,
on
you're-
guard.
you're-
But
you
it's
have
also
to be
like that guy's got nothing to lose. Like if
I
I,
know.
came up and he's just like wanted to try to rob me
Yeah.
from the
Dude, your
last
senses-
ditch
your
attempt,
senses,
exactly.
like,
could do
I don't
it.
know, but like my senses were fucking
For
on.
sure,
I
for
was
sure.
like switched completely on, and I
Yeah.
was
To be fair,
shook.
that guy was probably close to death from freezing. He was must
Oh,
have been
yeah.
so cold.
Yeah, oh,
Just
yeah.
exposed to
Yeah.
the elements. You were cold
Fuck
on a
yeah.
40-minute walk. Oh, not even.
Not
what is it,
even,
20-minute
20
walk
minutes.
home.
Tops.
This guy's trying to spend the night there with not a tent or
the guy's just
anything.
seeking refuge, like some overhead cover. I'm like, it's like minus 20. It gets cold here, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
fuck yeah, it
easy.
does.
20's generous.
But
for the-
regardless,
Yeah.
I was still switched on completely. I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, like I was like looking over my shoulder the whole fucking way
Because like there's
home,
two of them there. Like there could easily have just been more.
Could have been a
somewhere.
trap.
Easily could have been a little bait and switch.
even
Oh.
even in this neighborhood, which is like I don't know, middle class neighborhood, suburbia, our cars have both been broken into in the driveway
Same.
multiple times.
Same.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, which is like-
the-
It's nuts. Like how is that possible? Like who around here is fucking breaking into cars on a weeknight?
Kids.
kids
I guess, but come on,
breaking in or just checking the door.
breaking in.
Oh, breaking.
Break-
Like
breaking in.
smashing windows.
No. But
yeah,
like,
they're just if it's locked, then they move on.
and they fucking.
But yours wasn't
rough-
locked, so they're
They,
going.
They
in.
rummage through my belongings.
Breaking in is smashing the windows. That's fucking completely different.
Yeah,
we don't
I-
have that.
We haven't had that.
If we go north, if you go a little bit north of here, then
Yeah.
you're getting that
For sure.
the odd time. Like
My
that's-
cousin, he lives in Hamilton, like downtown ish, but like still like south. So like kind of
nicer. Yeah.
nicer. But he says like every day, pretty much
Gentrified.
every day. If you don't lock your car for one night, someone's going in.
Yeah, because then there's like you get like the homeless people are like they're walking around. They're more prevalent down there. They're
Yeah.
walking around checking doors because
Yeah.
they're just trying to get change, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Every time my cars are broken, my fucking change.
That's all they
Change,
want.
man.
Like you can
That's
tell
it,
when
yeah.
it's a kid or a homeless guy. Homeless guy will take like change. It's probably about it. Kids will just like wreck up everything.
Yeah,
and,
they
like
do,
take
yeah.
CDs and this
my
random
fucking
ass shit,
CDs
right?
out of my fucking car.
Yeah.
Smashed on the ground in front of the car.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
why?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? You don't even want like
Even
why
your
did
Kid
you
Rock
do that?
CD?
Especially the Kid Rock
Especially,
CD.
yeah.
That's
that
right.
was
you got,
on
you got another
top,
one. You got
smashed.
another one though.
But yeah, that's it's such a big thing.
So we have I forgot we have Mailbag tonight too.
Holy fuck.
Your buddy.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, let's get into that because
Well, we got-
he's got his
Okay, so
fucking
we have the thing is I can't look at the account, so we got to get on the account.
Oh, I got it.
I think I sent you guys a picture right to the chat.
I'm on the account.
Oh, okay.
I think we're about an hour in, maybe just over.
I don't care.
Just over.
I don't care. Cool. That
We're-
wasn't a
I'm-
thing
I'm
to
just-
care about.
We're rolling now.
We rolling. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Do you want to do that first? Do you want me to
Let's
do
do
my?
let's do stock reviews.
yeah.
Okay.
Mike's note, Mailbag.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So what stock? I didn't ask you even what stock you're doing.
Everyone knows what stock I'm doing.
What's
Well, you're looking at it. Right
Amazon?
now, but- okay. There's that. You can look at that.
Is it okay?
If you want. That's the Mailbag. Yeah. So okay. Obviously, my stock is, to probably no one's surprise, is Amazon.
Will's a dick rider.
No. What the fuck? What the fuck? No, I'm just.
Understandably so, too.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just. I use it all the time. I love it. I think that you should invest in things that you know and invest in things that you use. So like I'm very familiar like with the product, at least like the main product. I've never
You are doing
used-
Amazon?
I'm doing it right now.
Oh, okay. I missed that part. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ, man.
Less than compelling intro.
No, I was reading the note.
Yeah.
We got to read part of that to introduce it, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, totally.
Go ahead.
Anyways, but yeah, so yeah, invest in things you know and like things that you use, and I don't think I'm like any familiar with anything else. Like Amazon's probably one of the biggest things that I'm familiar with. It just happens to be like taking over the world right now,
Oh, Amazon is fucking.
and I think that like yeah, it's expensive. PE ratio is 122, which is pretty high, but 1.2 trillion dollar market cap.
PE. Do you know what PE is?
Price to earnings ratio.
Price to earnings.
I do know.
Yeah.
Okay, and the earnings per share, so like the profit that they made divided by the amount of shares they have is $20. So like, but like I think the stock is at like I don't even write down what the stock was.
So it's
at.
got to be
Who
at
gives a fuck?
3,000
It's
Canadian
It's
or
over.
close.
It's over 3K.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's like 3,500 almost Canadian.
So
After today,
I have
still?
a quick question.
Oh,
about
maybe a bit
stocks.
less.
How do they decide how many stocks to give out? Like if they go public?
Well, say okay, so it'll start like if you made $1 billion last year, your earnings, and you're growing at like a decent pace, and let's say you profited like I don't know like 10% of that, so you profited like 100 mil. Then you value your business at like well, I don't know like maybe $3 or $4 billion, who like something like that. So it's like based on your numbers, you get a valuation, and like leading up, you get probably have other investors who are investing at a certain market.
There's an offering based on. So there's like a different. There's like layers, we'll say, of
funding. There's Series A, Series B,
Exactly,
Series C,
yeah.
Series D. Like as you're progressing as a company, you keep raising money. So you're raising money at usually higher valuations. So like
that's the hope.
by the time you go public, you are already at like Series D or something. So like it starts like with your money. Like, say if you started a company, you start with like your couple $1,000s in or whatever. You grow it, you keep growing it, and it's time to get outside money. That's not like you can't just go to the bank and
It's
get
like Shark
$10
Tank.
million.
Shark Tank basically is like that would be like a shitty way to describe like the Series A funding.
Anyways, so let's say your company's worth $3 billion. You go public at $3 billion. You just divide that, but like say like you want to have your share price at like $20. So you take that $1 billion and divide it by 20, and that's how many shares you
And that's
issue.
your IPO, your initial public offering. That's what you put out first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're selling shares. So like that's kind of how you choose how many. And then like later on, if you need more funding, sometimes they'll dilute it, but like they'll just sell more stock. Like Tesla's been doing that.
they buy
So
back.
stocks will
Yeah.
drop then.
Yeah. And there's a lot of a lot of companies do buybacks, so they'll buy back their own stock and then just like dissolve it.
So will they raise the price like temporarily, buy it back, just to kind of give you like initiative to sell?
It kind of props it up a little bit.
Yeah,
buybacks.
exactly. That's the point of it, is to raise the stock price. There's other mechanisms you can do that, but like buybacks is one it's like quick and dirty. Not everyone likes buybacks, but a lot of companies do it.
Yeah.
Including Berkshire. Berkshire's done it in the past. Like a lot of big companies do it.
All right, cool. That makes sense. Anyway, go ahead, Will.
Okay, so like obviously the PE is pretty expensive. $1.2 trillion market cap is fucking crazy high.
Huge. $1 trillion.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
I know, it's fucked.
I just won my first stock argument on the weekend. People said Jeff Bezos was the first trillionaire. I was like, no. Amazon is $1 trillion fucking thing.
Company.
Not Bezos. Like, no, I'm pretty sure. I'm like, but $1 trillion is a shitload.
No, they're saying he will maybe become.
That's what I think. I think he'll be the first.
He's going to be.
I think so too.
Did you look at the? I don't want to cut you off for too long. But did you look at the Amazon market cap compared to the national gross domestic product?
No.
Like, where are they as a country? They got to be top 10 or top 5.
Oh,
like,
I don't know. They
have to be, right?
Oh, they're so high. They're like they're way up there.
I
for
should
sure.
look that up.
Yeah, for sure. They're way the fuck up there. They make so much fucking money. It's disgusting. But
Selling you gummy bears.
It is.
Anyway,
gross.
go ahead.
It is
so that's what I mean.
gross.
But they're still a growth company, as you can tell, kind of by their PE ratio. Like they're still like pretty expensive, and it's getting more expensive.
What was the first year Amazon made money? Do you know?
I have no idea.
I think it was only a few years ago.
So we're not all doing what you do.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they were profitable. Yeah, I doubt they were profitable back then, but it was probably recently.
Yeah.
But it definitely was recently. It was because they didn't have a PE ratio for a while.
Okay.
So anyway, so now they're like pretty expensive. It's still a growth company, but they're profitable now. You know, like they're like they can show like these companies like Tesla and Uber and shit. Like they can show that they can make money, but they can't show that they can profit. They can make
Spotify
earnings.
also in that bracket too.
So they're huge companies, but they don't turn a profit. Whereas Amazon is showing that they can be that and still grow and be super fucking profitable too, because of like how diversified they are, basically, right? So they completely dominate e-commerce. I looked up 37 cents out of every dollar spent online in the U.S. was spent on Amazon.
Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that
fuck.
figure?
I don't remember.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that was 2019.
That's insane.
Would you say that's 37? Would you say 37% of money in the U.S. is spent on Amazon?
No, online
Online.
purchases.
Online, but which is like most.
It's gotta be
now.
60 or 70% online.
We're talking.
now,
We're
right?
talking.
Well, they're talking-
brick and mortar's going away.
That's got to include, like, to get to that number. We got to be talking over the counter medication.
Mhm.
We got to be talking toiletries. We got to be talking household cleaners.
Yeah.
We got to be talking
Shit you spend your money on without thinking.
diapers.
Yeah, they own diapers.com.
Get the fuck out. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like that, to get to that number, that's got to
Yeah.
be something you really got to have big market
Everything.
share.
His plan is to take over the planet.
Holy
Absolutely,
fuck.
because they are literally have their hands in every single cookie jar.
Yeah.
They are like spreading out everything. Like they're in pharmaceuticals. They're in everything. They bought
Wow.
Pill Pack. They have like
Who's
Whole
more
Foods
powerful?
and shit.
They have
Bezos?
the same day grocery now, right?
Yeah, they do.
Right?
In most
Amazon
cities.
Fresh, I think it's called.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's
Who's
what it
more
is.
powerful right now, President of the United States or Jeff Bezos?
Bezos.
Yeah.
President of the United States
Yeah.
is not even in the top 10.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
not
like,
even in the top 10.
Yeah, Bezos can influence a lot of fucking
No
shit.
shit.
yeah,
he
he
can.
could kill someone easy.
Right? Probably.
Like
Is
he
that
could
the
kill
measure?
someone in cold blood
We should
on
do-
live TV
we
and
should
not
do
go to
the,
jail. Bro.
we should-
Maybe.
we
Or
should do the
jail he
stock
goes to would
reviews.
be-
It would be an Amazon jail.
It would be so nice.
Have you seen Pablo Escobar's jail?
Yeah.
He'd get the
That kind
Epstein
of
cell.
draw.
Yeah,
The Epstein cell in
yeah.
Florida. We should do a stock review same way we did the album reviews. Where like, could the person who owns this company kill somebody and get away with it?
On live TV.
That's
Like super obvious he did
It
it.
was staged.
But people already don't like Jeff Bezos. Like
Why, is he
with like
so
a lot of
rich?
publicity and like.
Okay, yeah, keep going. Because I want to talk about his. Now that I know you're doing Amazon, I wish I'd known this before. I do want to talk about his like the public opinion on
Yeah.
JB.
Okay. I don't have that much. Well, whatever. Yeah. So everyone like
Got way more than I did.
Take your time. Bro.
yeah everyone wants shit to like be as fast as possible and as easy as possible.
Yeah.
And I think that Amazon has totally positioned itself as that player.
100%.
They're easiest to do business with, fastest shipping. Like
Everything
you're
is
gonna
easy.
go online.
Everything's easy with it.
It's so easy. you
They
know?
make it
It's like-
so perfect for the dumbass guy.
Yeah.
And like I'm so guilty. I'm like, oh, I want a CD. Get it.
Done.
Yeah.
I bought a iPod Nano charger. They fucking sent me 2.
They don't
Like,
care.
yeah, fuck it.
Doesn't matter,
The
yeah.
guy just goes, yeah, fuck it. Throw it in the box.
That guy probably got fired after that. He probably got on
Yeah,
camera. He
yeah.
had to answer to Jeff himself.
Yeah.
And then both those chargers didn't work.
You know how you get?
'Cause
You
the
know how you
iPod
get to
was
one?
fucked.
You know how you
Yeah.
get to 1 trillion, Terrence? It ain't by giving away 2 chargers for the price of 1,
No
Terrence.
shit.
Yeah.
You're fired. Go to the
Fired.
infirmary.
Yeah, sorry, you're going back to Mexico.
Yeah. Peace, buddy. Might have to cut
I'm
that
already
out.
in Mexico.
Might have to cut that out. Okay, what else you got? Like, keep going. This is
Yeah.
good.
So, okay. So like, I realized that I realized that everyone isn't like me, and like no one. I mean, you guys don't use Amazon as much as I do,
No.
and I don't think a majority of the public do. But I think that that's a good thing because all those people are going to be on it sooner or
Oh,
later.
yeah.
In my
When
opinion.
everything else
Oh,
closes,
yeah,
when you
man.
don't have
Yeah.
a choice.
Especially after this.
Exactly. That's what I
Holy
have.
fuck, I know.
yeah.
Oh, buddy, yeah.
So the pandemic forced everyone to like try online shopping, and
You gotta buy
Amazon, it's
stock.
like the only game in town really. If
Yeah.
you like didn't know much about it, you're gonna go to Amazon because if you want to get like batteries, oatmeal,
Anything.
and like anything else, you do it in one click basically, and then it's coming tomorrow or the next day.
I gotta liquidate my portfolio and
I
get
think
Amazon
so.
stock.
Yeah, yeah.
I have
I think
to.
so too.
My
I think
real
that-
one and my pretend one.
And they're sticky. Like the customers are like sticky because like there's so many incentives to stay on Amazon.
Give me the definition of sticky for online services.
Loyal.
Sticky customers. It's like people that aren't gonna like turn and burn your service. Like use it once and then never like forget that I used it.
They're
and,
not
like,
just using it because you emailed them a promo code.
It's
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
too good to do that. It's
Yeah.
too good.
Yeah.
Well, they have Amazon Prime, which is like
I pay for Amazon Prime.
So do I.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
the perfect example. I pay for it. I never fucking use it.
And
I
the
got billed today for Amazon Prime.
But the thing is,
Really fucking
the thing
use
is
it.
that if you use it like 5 times in a year, it pays for the cost.
exactly.
It's like $10 to ship if you don't have Prime, and
Yeah.
you know, like it's just worth it. You order one heavy thing, it's worth it.
Exactly.
You only have to order one thing, and you get the money back.
I just
Yeah.
I pay for it. It's like $9. I'm like, okay, whatever. If I go on Amazon, it's gonna be there tomorrow,
Exactly.
regardless. I'm like,
Maybe.
fine. I'll fucking pay the $9.
Plus, you have,
this is a Bezos. That's a Bezos beauty thing. Like he knows
fucking
that people
smart,
wait
bro.
till the last minute, and so if you have Prime, he just gets you on that, right?
Exactly.
Like, you're gonna wait till the last minute. You're an idiot.
And plus,
you're
no
always
one
gonna wait
wants
till
to
the last
wait,
minute.
man. No one.
I
Wants
know,
To wait.
I
Like,
know.
That was the worst thing about shopping online. Like I
Oh,
remember
fuck.
shopping online in like
Be 2 weeks.
2011, and it was like I'd order a shirt, and it would be like 3 weeks later where you forget you even ordered
Yeah.
it. Fuck that. Like
Then
now
you get
it's
it.
like
It's too small.
yeah.
Can't return it.
But now it's like, yeah, and like they have like Amazon Prime Music, which probably not a lot of you use. Amazon Prime Video, not a lot of people use, but it's there. Like it comes with your Prime membership. You can use it right
I
now.
can
if you
use
want.
it.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't know that.
shit comes with your
Didn't
membership.
fucking
Yeah.
know that.
You can use that, and it's
I'm such a stupid.
they have
consumer.
Prime has exclusives too.
So dumb.
And oh yeah,
yeah.
You
plus,
get
like-
Twitch Prime and shit.
yeah.
I do it. That's how I get. There's always good Borderlands skins that come on Twitch Prime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it just sends you a fucking notification
See,
like,
they got
hey,
the-
I didn't
yeah.
even.
new
So I
skin
have
for
that.
you. Nice.
Yeah.
I can. Oh, like holy. I'm
It's great,
so
man.
dumb.
It's great.
Yeah. So
mid video getting a phone call.
Is that my phone?
It's not
it's not
mine.
mine.
Oh, this is new. What's going on
You're
here?
on the show.
We can't put them on.
But anyway, go ahead. Fucking keep going.
Yeah. Okay. So like we were saying, like 2-day shipping. They have 1-day shipping in the States for like a lot of cities.
Same day.
Same day in
That
New York
is-
City.
that's
Same
fucked.
day.
It's Toronto. Same day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, apparently they just started. They just rolled that out. Right?
And-
They're starting to.
And when they figure out drone delivery, it's over. for
Oh, it's
everyone
over.
I
else.
know. I
It
know.
is over, and they're gonna figure it out first. And when they
That's
do,
gonna be like minutes.
yeah, and legit,
Minutes.
you'll have it like, yeah, you'll like want a charger and just be like, all right, 20 minutes later,
Yeah.
it's gonna be lights out for everyone else.
It's
I
not
think.
going to be that hard to figure that
The
out.
thing that
No.
you know what they're gonna kill with drone delivery that I don't think a lot of people are thinking of. They're gonna kill every single small
Pizza joint.
pizza,
Yeah,
burgers. Like you want something, get it from us. We'll drone it to you.
Like imagine
Yeah.
McDonald's is big and they're deep in the market, but they're eons away
No, they're
from
gonna
drone
partner up. They're
delivery.
gonna partner up
You know what I mean?
no, like
Those
just-
kids,
yeah.
they can't even put salsa in the fucking bag.
Oh,
And
God,
this
no,
guy's about to be shipping it to you with a drone.
yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Come
It'll be,
on,
yeah,
man.
totally.
Give me a break.
They're gonna have to like bow down and partner with them,
Yeah.
or they're just gonna fall by
That's
the
it.
wayside.
It's you're out, man. You're
Imagine
done.
McDonald's is just like no more.
It's not out of the question.
Yeah.
like Amazon just buys McDonald's. It's like, well, McDonald's is gone, but like we have their products. So if you want an Amazon McDouble or
it's not a
Amadouble or whatever,
it's not out of the question. The other thing,
Amazon.
I don't think that's out of the question.
It's not. The other thing that
everything's gonna be Amazon.
The other thing that drone delivery is going to enable is that you're going to be able to get stuff sent to your phone. Like where's your phone? We'll bring it to it.
Well, they also own Ring too, right?
The doorbell thing, yeah.
Automatic like doorbell with like the home automation system shit. So it's gonna be
He's just slowly piecing it together, eh?
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's not even really slow.
Meticulously.
Like he's tearing through this over the last like 5 years.
No, but like it's slow in a sense. Like he's just buying things that are working to his benefit.
It's like
a
a puzzle. He's like putting it all together, and like
he's building something crazy.
There's a term for that, is there not?
It's called Skynet.
Synergy. Yeah.
Easton.
But it's also it's like it might not like be super obvious to some people, but it's like, oh, they bought Ring, they have like automatic, they wanted like with like Alexa and shit, but it's like no, they want to be able to come in your house to drop the delivery inside your door.
You got it.
And like call it a day.
Yeah.
You know?
And the way things are going, people are going to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Like Jeff Bezos is going to be God. There's going to be churches. There's going to be churches.
Man,
and shit.
it's not really a question. And
the other thing, hundreds of drones.
The thing
like
is
fucking
that
humming at different frequencies.
Like I don't like the idea of him like having all this access, all this data, all this opportunity to sort of do me wrong. But the fact of the matter is, somebody is going to get it, regardless.
Yeah.
So.
And it looks like
why not him, right? Why not him? It's going to be somebody.
Than the federal government.
It's going to be somebody.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
No
at least he's just dropping shit off at your front door.
No comment on that.
At least he's just dropping shit off at your front door.
Federal government does a good job too.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, he's just dropping things off in your front door. He's not fucking taking information to like gain information. Well, who knows? Who knows? He could be drinking blood at those fucking Bilderberg parties, and who knows?
You think
he could be? He's a fucking. That's what apparently all these rich people like.
We should
to
do a special on that. Patreon only. Anyway, go ahead.
Where are you gonna get that Patreon account?
My next point was the brick and mortar retailers. How like. They are so struggling before the pandemic hit. And then,
it's over.
Yeah. And then, like, it just pushed them all over the edge.
Oh, Dad. Took me a minute to get
They're finished, man. They're done.
I'm saying, like, man, these... So, JCPenney, bankrupt. J. Crew, bankrupt. Neiman Marcus, bankrupt. 100-year-old... billion-dollar companies.
J. Crew blew me away when I saw that.
They were
gone.
2 of those companies were formed over 100 years ago.
The funniest thing is that people like, and I would be guilty of this too if I wasn't like investing with my own money. But like people think like the pandemic caused this. Like, no, man.
No.
Straw that broke the camel's back. This has been going on for 10 years.
Yeah,
for 10 years these guys have been bleeding out, right?
The straw that definitely broke the camel's back.
I literally said today to a kid I was working with, I was like, let's go to Hess Village, and I'm like, I bet you Hess Village is closed.
It is.
Yeah.
After this, it's done with.
Oh yeah.
Like all those bars were just like they were all fucking flipping ownerships.
Always.
Unless they can figure out how to get people back in crowds. What you know?
What's go there for lunch? You gonna order
what's
that's
the
what you
business
gotta do.
model?
You gotta become a restaurant. Go open a patio or something.
But then Bezos will still deliver the burger faster.
Well, man, I can honestly picture like a page where it's like I like a skip the dishes page, but it's Amazon. And it's like. Yo, it's like you'll see McDonald's, you see all this shit,
and Bezos just cuts in 30%.
Yeah,
that's it. Like, it's not out of the question.
And it'll be everything. It won't be like, oh, Skip the Dishes has McDonald's and Uber Eats has Wendy's. It'll be every single thing.
Yeah.
And then you can get a pint too on the way, and he pick you up smokes and
they're allowing
porno mag.
They're allowing.
They won't be picking it up. They'll already have it in a warehouse.
You think they just got stacks of skin mags?
You know, places in the States are allowing beer and liquor delivery to continue after this. I don't think we're going to be any different.
Why would you? Why would you be? It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Of course.
I don't want to order a pint though, and like have it driven to me.
Well, like
some plastic cup.
Most places, like you spend $50, they bring it to you. But like if you can get like you said, Uber drinks or whatever, and it's Amazon drinks or whatever, pints by Jeff, whatever the service is called. Like,
well, like
there's no doubt this is gonna work.
Well, if breweries and shit are already like doing delivery, it's not gonna be that like a big of a step. I don't think. They have it listed on something else like that.
Pint is on.
Pint is on.
Maybe we should start that.
Do you think Jeff would be down if we used Azon? Or he probably owns letters in the alphabet too.
We'll pitch it to him. He'll partner with us.
No, he'll just buy us out.
He'll just take it.
$80.
Like, dude, I'm a second-year apprentice. He's like, yeah, well, potential trillionaire. So you have. I know you don't have enough. I can just. Your whole bank account, I could just drop on the ground and walk away,
and wouldn't notice,
and I would lose money.
It would take me too much time to drop it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So this is good. I like where this is going. I have comments on the broader business model on Amazon when you're done.
Okay.
that I
You guys
love.
absolutely fucking dusted me in these reviews.
Yeah, but now you know. You're gonna get the next one. You're gonna kill.
I still won't.
But I'm not going into like really hard numbers. I'm just like, because I've been thinking about Amazon because I actually bought a stock in Amazon, so I looked up a decent amount of shit before that.
It could be your retirement in the future. Holy fuck.
Man, I could see it going hot, like crazy.
I want to buy it after having this conversation. To be honest, I just want to buy one.
That was kind of my whole thing, was try to like convince.
You know,
I like it. I like it. Okay.
But,
I convinced myself to buy
heavy,
Spotify.
bro.
I've been thinking about Amazon for a long time.
Amazon is not going anywhere.
It's a big.
Amazon's an obvious progressional.
I think so.
monolith.
Yeah.
It's a monolith. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obvious.
So those companies, they're 100 years old. They couldn't hack out a 3-month lockdown.
Give them to me one more time. Crew, Neiman, and
JCPenney, J. Crew, and Neiman Marcus.
Okay, yeah.
And there was a couple others that were like, I didn't really know. But apparently they were like billion-dollar companies also. But I read today that, you probably read it too on CNBC, it's expected that 25,000 retail stores are going to close this year.
Like outlets? Like 25,000.
I think it just means like storefronts. Like,
Yeah. The storefronts is what I should have said. Yeah.
So like those that's like they're not going to just fill those storefronts with 25,000 more
coming
stores.
back.
Those people are going to go buying shit on Amazon, in my opinion. You know.
Think about, you never have to go to Winners again.
Yeah.
You go to Winners
is
to
open.
find
Winners is
shit.
open now, and no one is there.
You don't have to go,
bet.
but like I used to go to Winners to like kind of browse through random shit.
Yeah.
Now you
Yeah.
go on Amazon, you're like, what? Like I mean, I guess like the whole point would be just to go through browsing through random shit and seeing something, like trigger like your imagination
Yeah.
a bit.
But I'm getting good at that on Amazon too. Like,
True.
Oh yeah.
you're finding like the brands and shit, which is my next point, that
Right
you like,
keywords.
and you can click onto like the seller and see what they're all selling and shit.
True.
Yeah.
So
It's
like
gonna go on Amazon again. It's gonna be bad.
more and more,
Dangerous.
I think that more and more big companies will start listing items on Amazon. I know they're like a little apprehensive now because of like Amazon's percentage that they take. They want to have like their own. They want to be their own independent online store. Like,
There's
they
some
want people to
public
go to
perception
their-
stuff there too. I think about like partnering with Amazon.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But I did write down a bunch of brands that are on Amazon.
Okay.
So Nike is on it.
Yeah.
Calvin Klein.
Okay. Before you give the list, the brands that you wrote down, because I've seen Nike on Amazon. I personally wouldn't buy any of the Nike stuff I see on Amazon, but I would go to Nike and buy like cooler stuff. It's
Right.
like Amazon is like the winners for Nike.
Yeah.
It looks like.
I'm sure that it is.
Okay,
But I
okay.
think that more companies will start listing more shit on there, because I'm sure that those. I don't know for sure, but I would say that's like some of those shoes have thousands of reviews, and like, so I think that it's just easier to do it on Amazon, and you're gonna get it quicker. I
It
just
is
think that
easier
like,
for sure.
why bother having? I just think that more companies are just gonna ship their product to Amazon warehouses, list them on Amazon, and then let Amazon deal with the shipping and the returns, and then they don't have to deal with that. They don't have to have warehouses and shit.
That's something-
Amazon doesn't deal with it.
That service side of things is like an intangible service with I would guess like a not insignificant bottom line cost to Nike.
yeah, exactly.
I think you're probably right about
So
that.
I think it's not only are they helping their customers, they're helping the people the third party sellers on
Yeah,
their site. They're
yeah.
like all those people are like I think it's very beneficial to them. So North Face, Carhartt, which has like all their shit
North
on it.
Face.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Columbia,
Carhartt I've seen.
Adidas, Levi's, Under Armour, Vans, and Gucci watches are on there now.
Ooh, just the watches though, eh?
Just the time.
I think Gucci is killing it right now because it's all over the fuck. Everybody's rocking Gucci
Really?
t-shirts and shit. Yes, man.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Rich fucking rich kids.
People that
TikTok
want
kids.
to
TikTok kids. They're just they buy a Gucci shirt so they can flex it. It's like,
TikTok Kids is a demo.
Yeah.
well, you're buying a $300 shirt.
Could be a rep.
It is. And
Yeah.
then
Whatever.
people will see them wear it and be like, "Oh, I can buy that if I save for like a couple of weeks." And then it's like, "Cool, then I can have that."
It is a good move. Like, just take advantage of. I was gonna say it, but dumbass kids.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
You almost said
I was
it.
gonna
said
say.
You're good.
I
That's
didn't
good.
say
Okay, almost done.
it. No, it's not that bad. This is
good. I like
I'm into
this,
this. Don't worry, it's
Okay,
not dry.
so they also own a bunch of other companies, obviously. So they own Whole Foods, Twitch, Ring, Audible, involved in pharmaceuticals because they bought PillPack.
They just bought that. Yeah. Okay. I remember seeing stories about that.
Amazon,
that blows me away. That pharmaceuticals thing, Will, is that can you get prescription meds there too?
I think so. I think they're trying to be like a full-blown pharmacy, online pharmacy.
Oh my god.
And then their huge profit generator is Amazon Web Services because they have
AWS,
huge margins on cloud storage, and they got ahead of it so early. They came out in like I don't even know, maybe in like 2010 or maybe even before that.
Do you want to give the listening public a brief summary of what AWS is? This is an SaaS business model, I think, right?
Yeah.
Software as a service.
I don't know a whole lot about it besides the fact that it's like cloud storage. I don't even know if it goes far beyond that. I'm sure some of it does, but I think that their big money maker is their cloud service, where like it's basically like Dropbox.
So what, do they just own memory?
It's data storage.
They just
data
own
storage.
space.
Yeah.
So that would be like, to put it to layman's terms, brick and mortar terms, they just bought a bunch of storage units.
Yeah.
And they just own those.
Yeah.
And operate.
They're
Yeah.
the
Now
most-
they have
the
a, do they have a show? Cloud Wars?
Oh, fuck.
Oh no!
Yep.
I gotta cut that out of the show. We might be able to use that. Cloud Wars.
Use it in what?
Bunch of fucking idiots sitting in front of the computer trying to buy memory.
Jeffy's Cloud Wars.
People
buying
did that, man.
buying
That was a
people's
thing.
private documents.
People buy Bitcoin mining power online. They bid on it. So I don't see why this would be like too much different. AWS is there's a couple like out of the park home runs from the last 100 years, right? One of them is like the cross trainer running shoe. Unbelievable home run.
Yeah, I know.
One
That's
of
never
them
going away,
one
yeah.
of them is like the 4-door sedan, right? The family sedan, out of the park home run. AWS crushes those and anything else from the last 100 years.
Would you
Crushes
compare
it
that to like
by profit and
It's
by
so
it's
scalable.
and it's scalable. Scalability is incredible on that. There's
Yeah.
no additional
so
cost.
would you compare like that? So what is it? Websites as a service?
AWS.
It's like
AWS?
storage and
So would you compare that from like back in the 20s when they were like still riding horses and then they were like on the front of like motor cars, and then people who made their money investing in like motor cars.
damn near.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like this is like
Damn near.
our horse to motor car
It's as
revolution
could be.
type of thing.
It's like as big an innovation for sure. Imagine
It
like
definitely is. Yeah.
imagine like you just got, there's nothing to compare it to. The scalability thing is the major
it's
thing.
real estate. You don't have to. There's no real estate for it.
That's right.
It's
And
a
basically,
drive. It's
like
like,
when they-
this big,
when
as
they-
opposed to like millions of photos.
think
but
about
it's definitely warehouses full of little things like that.
servers
though.
and stuff.
But like,
yeah.
is that what you mean by scalable? Like the amount of, I don't
memory.
know.
By scalable, I mean if I can afford, 1,000,000 terabytes of storage, okay, I buy the 1,000,000 terabytes at scale. Cost me a little less to buy them, but then you can't afford 1,000,000 terabytes. You can only afford one, and it's hard to get one. It's hard to store it in your house, for example. Or your computer can't handle it, whatever. So you buy it from Amazon on the cloud, and that's cheap,
True.
right? It's cheaper for you, but it's even cheaper for them.
Yeah.
On the back end, right? And so they do this a trillion times with, like Will said, warehouses of these
And
things,
then
just
they
blinking
slip
lights
in
and
the
cabinets,
contract.
right?
They slip in the contract, and we have access to this too, actually.
Oh,
Maybe.
probably, yeah, they probably do.
Yeah,
and
no,
AWS
nothing's
is
really deleted.
AWS
And
has
then
had,
you click I agree.
they've been in the media in the
Without
last
reading any of that
year or
shit.
two for doing like some censorship is the wrong word, but they've removed people from their platform for the content they use AWS for, and that's their right. But like the point still, the scalability thing on AWS is like it's unparalleled. In any other sector, any other product, any other service, any other subscription, it's not close. Netflix is another good example, right? Netflix pays for pays for House of Cards one time. That's all they pay. But if they get 1,000,000 new subscribers on House of Cards, they don't have to pay for every other person that watches it.
No.
Yeah, because they own the license.
They pay for it once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they just pay to expand like the data bandwidth or whatever. But it's negligible compared to what they're getting in
They
subscriptions.
might be paying Amazon.
Yeah.
It's
Is
so many
Netflix on
huge-
AWS?
I'm not sure, but so many
I'd
big
be-
companies.
I
I should have
wouldn't
looked
be
that up.
Wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, a
wouldn't
lot
be
of big
surprised.
companies are using Amazon because they're just like, yeah, we're just going to take all this shit over. They have a 30% market share, I think, for cloud storage.
That's insane. What else do you have for AWS?
Nothing.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Fuck that. That would. Yeah. That's a whole other discussion. AWS.
Yeah, it is. I know. That's like business shit that like people don't even think about when they think about Amazon. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you've used their Amazon.com or Amazon.ca, but they're making fucking bank on the back end of other shit.
Give me the companies they own again. Twitch, you said.
They have Whole Foods, Twitch,
Twitch,
Ring.
like just think about the fucking bandwidth you need for Twitch.
Yeah.
Like it's high def streaming 24/7. Millions of people watching and millions streaming.
Yeah.
Millions.
Oh my god,
But
that's incredible.
They definitely like saw, like they definitely needed all that. It definitely was like invention born out of necessity. So they were definitely like using up all this bandwidth, and we're like, we're paying some other company all this money. Why don't we just start it ourselves, and then we'll just scale the fuck out of it, and then sell to other people.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they own a bunch of those companies, and they're fucking killing it. So,
Man, that's crazy.
the last point I had was a possible negative on it, because there's antitrust concerns about like monopolistic practices. But in my eyes,
There's another one, monopolistic. Isn't it monopolistic?
I don't know.
Monopolistic.
I think that
What's your favorite board game? Monopoly.
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 Monopolistic, whatever. Either way.
Yeah.
I think that if a company is getting what the fuck does it say? Is getting accused of being a monopoly, they are obviously killing it. You know? So like,
yeah.
I would like to be called a monopoly.
No
but
shit.
That would be awesome.
No shit.
and
That's a hater's
That's
term.
great. You put that on the wall.
That's a hater's term.
yeah,
Because
man.
he's monopolizing everything. Yeah, he's destroying.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
killing it.
He's taking you
He's
out of the
doing
market.
too good
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
You're pissed
Yeah.
because he's doing way better than you'll ever do.
In recent years, you've seen that term thrown around by companies who like have seen their business model
monopolizing.
become antiquated, right? Like they haven't been able to keep up. They've been relying on their market share and their
Brand.
the branding and the depth that they've kind of been able to reach with their standard set of customers. But
Well, they've been we run radio ads.
you're established on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
Spotify's here now. It's a monopoly.
Yeah. It's like, is it monopoly or is it just a
So
better
why
business model?
why you, and you may be about to say this, but why are people accusing them of antitrust? What's the
They're saying they have like the market shares is just way too high, and because apparently they like bully some of their vendors, which is like whatever. Every company would do that if they could.
that's c'est la vie, man.
I don't think that they like price fix or anything because they don't own shit.
Yeah, and don't the algos run pricing anyways? Like everyone's
Yeah.
trying to undersell everyone else. I'm pretty sure,
Yeah,
right? That's what
exactly.
kind of makes the service.
Fucking Bezos is donating like $100 million to charity because he's just bullying small
exactly.
companies.
Yeah,
Like, well, fine,
yeah.
I'll just
He did
Yeah.
just donate that.
Charity.
We talked about that, right? He donated 100 million. People were mad. It was only 100 million.
Yeah,
So
fuck
people
that.
aren't gonna people don't give a fuck that I'm bullying companies.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck with a business is business. That's the deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cutthroat
deal.
business. Business is totally business. I
Like
agree
it,
with
then
that.
why did you get into it in the first place?
For sure.
Yeah.
And I just said, you generally, when a monopoly is broken up, it is worth more as separate pieces, anyways, as seen by Standard Oil and AT&T when they busted in the 80s.
AT&T is a good one. Yeah.
When I don't, you just have, you're not like a big bloated company anymore. You have these individual divisions that run as separate companies, and they kind of like seem to excel without being harbored down by like this general like management.
yeah.
So like, if you bought Amazon now and they get broken up in like 10 years, you own 10 different companies.
That's right. Yeah.
And they're gonna. I just think that
You'd be in on the split.
So I don't even care about that.
No, why would you?
I'm not worried about that at all.
Fine. The thing I like about Amazon, and I like this about Spotify, I like this about Twitter, I like it about almost any of these companies that are software heavy. You going inside? Can you grab me another beer? Whatever one's good. Thanks, buddy. The thing I like about Amazon is it's a demographic friendly stock. Like I think that's like as close to a certainty and is baked into the price going up, or the price is baked in. Everyone over 60 now,
Yeah.
like my dad gets stuff on Amazon because I help him.
Right.
Same
with my mom, too.
You know what I mean? Like because I help him. But all these kids who are under 15,
And Mike too, and my girlfriend.
they are all gonna have Amazon accounts.
All
Every fucking one of them.
every single one of them. Yeah.
And on top of that, I think now you're talking about two demos who are just never going to get Amazon. It's the 60 and overs don't have an account and don't order on their own.
Or there's kids have it, and those like, oh, can you order me this book? Like
So-
that's what happens to me.
So there's that, and I think the other piece is the developing world. Amazon is not in the developing world unless it's manufacturing right now.
Right.
But that's going to change. And people can say like, oh, we're still exploiting the third world. We are. But eventually there's going to be a rising tide. And we've seen it in China, seen it in Japan. You're seeing it in India now. You're going to start seeing it all over the place.
Yeah.
COVID aside, this is going to happen. All these guys are going to have accounts. That's one thing I really like. That's honestly like an unbelievable prospect.
It's funny that you say that because I didn't write down like this other, because they own like 30 other companies that are just like, I don't really know what they do, but I did look at one, and what they're trying to do is provide internet access to like all of Africa and all of
can
like,
you imagine?
they're just creating more customers.
Like, it's never going to stop, and these guys know that. They're the only ones who have the capital to make that happen.
Exactly, that's exactly it. Yeah.
And so like they have that. That's one piece. The other piece is, and you mentioned it with the brick and mortar thing. The brick and mortar thing I think is interesting for a couple reasons. One, because you're right, people after COVID are not going to like brick and mortar.
No.
But I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better. I think for people our age, especially when I was between 15 and let's say 21, shopping was a side effect of a social appointment.
Oh, you were a mall
What are we
kid.
doing?
Mall
We're going
boy.
to the mall.
Yeah.
We're going to the mall.
That's what
Right.
you were doing.
And so
Yeah.
Amazon now,
that's
not
one of the
only
words.
did they luck out with this
Yeah, that's what
COVID
we
thing,
did.
they lucked out with the COVID thing, but also they're going to luck out with kids. Kids don't go to the mall to be social anymore. Anyone who's been to the mall in the last couple of years, oh, Mike,
I've seen it. Probably wasn't. It was probably
compare. It's like not 10% less. It's like 50% less because
Yeah.
for a couple reasons,
I
right?
got shopping to do.
Kids
Yeah, I
now.
agree.
This is my experience with coaching and being around children through teachers' college, stuff like that. They're not great conversing with people.
No,
They're not great talking to adults,
It's the internet
especially.
age. It's the internet age. Right?
And-
they're all on Twitch,
they're
giving Amazon more
And
money.
they're used to spending money and spending time online. They're comfortable with those services. They understand the services. They like them
fuck yeah.
more.
Why do you think I suck at sliding into DMs? I don't know how to do it. They're
I'm telling
fucking
you,
primo.
they're
at it.
pros.
I'm
And,
Yeah.
so bad at it.
and so this is
I just say like, "Hey," and then I'm like,
This
delete Instagram, delete the whole app."
this is the demo
Mail it
Amazon's looking at.
Garbage.
The thing that makes me the most mad about Amazon, and this is like this is just bitterness on my part, is that all the stuff we've been talking about for the last half hour, I should have been able to fucking figure out.
Yeah.
Should have been able to figure it out.
Yeah,
Kids,
That's how life goes.
is it? It's insane. It's insane, right?
I know,
Like,
yeah, exactly.
But
I
like
agree
all
with
this
that.
stuff, like we're not like we talked a little bit about like stuff that's kind of out of the realm of like the average investor, right? Stuff like PE and stuff like
You're talking to me here.
no,
Yeah.
but
Not
anybody.
understanding half the shit you guys are saying. I
Yeah,
can
but-
pick up the common points.
Yeah, but even stuff like
If we're speaking logic, I can pick up.
we're talking about with Spotify, right? We're talking about like how much it costs to onboard somebody new. Like you lose people in that kind of stuff. No one's expecting like the average person, myself included, to be like, oh yeah, how much does it cost to onboard somebody to Spotify? What's that number? How
Right.
does that relate to their bottom line?
Assuming that means picking up like Joe Rogan.
No, like how much does it cost to onboard you?
What the fuck that mean?
What do
Like,
they
how
s-
many times
what
do you have to see a Spotify
What do they
ad?
spend to get you to sign up?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like that.
Oh, okay.
So they're saying sometimes people-
you know what I mean? Like
I was lost.
You know what I mean?
get
Like,
it now.
but you
Yeah.
don't think about that kind of stuff. All the stuff we just talked about on Amazon. Kids hate seeing people.
Yeah.
Online shopping is easy. Hamburgers are going to be sent to your house with Amazon because
Yeah.
they can do it the fastest.
Yep.
Like this shit, it's caveman level stuff compared to really what you see in other places, right?
But like I'm sure we could have put it together like 4 years ago too. But back then, or like 3 years ago, I was looking at it, I'm like, hey, it's just so expensive. It's like, wow, it's like,
Yeah, 'cause
it was
they
like
were
a
in the
G
startup.
back then.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah.
I know you didn't do this, but I would love to know what they are like over 3 years. Gotta be 200%.
K right
Yeah,
now. It's like
something
what
like
is
that.
it? 3,200 or something there right now.
I think it's like, yeah, well, I'm not sure what it ended up.
If I go,
yeah.
if I
I
go,
kind of want to buy one and then like just have it for
like that was
retire
my
on it.
plan. Like I always did like if I could ever do a side business that made money, I was gonna pile all
Plow
the
it
money
in
into
Amazon, yeah.
always.
Not about. It's like that is 100% going to
do
be
you guys
the
think?
leader of the free world is Amazon.
Do you guys think that I
Amazon.
could go back to my wedding spreadsheet and just tack on another 3K and just buy one?
That is part of it.
I'll just
yeah.
take it somewhere in the
at all
line
that-
item.
well, it just went
Yeah.
up 10 G's, and now you're saving 4K on that new.
It'd be so easy.
New budget.
It'd be so
Put it on
easy.
Amazon.
I should
Yeah,
just do
exactly.
that.
Yeah,
Guys,
but
If anything, you'll profit.
we're at the budget. The
Yeah.
budget's 60K now.
Oh.
We're only at 52. We're
There's
8.
3 stocks.
We were
That's
4,000.
4 stocks.
We were 4,000 under budget. Now we're
4
8,000
stocks
under
plus-
budget.
Plus like
Yeah.
2 more. 4 point.
Why don't you
God
take all
damn.
that money, pile it into Amazon now? You have free wedding in a
Should
year.
have. I know. I should have fucking thought
wedding.
about that.
I know, man.
Free wedding.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I might be getting married just because of that.
That was a
Holy
that was a
shit.
good fucking stock review.
Yeah. You
So
can,
next
man. You
next
guys
week
both
I already
doused me.
know what I'm gonna do for mine next week. I'm pretty hyped about
Are
it.
we just gonna keep this going on
Yeah.
rotation?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't know if I
Absolutely.
could do this every week because this
No.
is like I'm passionate about this.
Yeah,
shit,
absolutely.
you know?
I'm gonna do
I was
mine next
passionate
week.
about Adidas. I lasted about 120 seconds.
What did you say? They
Not
got
too
Not
minutes,
much. I was
cool
like, I
shoes.
like what they sell. I think it's a good time because it's seasonal. It's the summer. People be picking it up, and it has been killing it. And then other than that, I don't fucking know anything. I'm like,
So you can't actually even buy Adidas stock. Did you know that? You can only buy Adidas futures.
sure.
I think you can buy Adidas stock.
I couldn't find it on.
It's
fucking-
not. I'm pretty sure it's listed in whatever country it's from.
Oh really?
I
Okay,
think it's
okay.
Germany
I
or
don't know.
something.
I couldn't find it on any
you see how
exchanges
much
here.
fucking research I did? Zero. I just like, Adidas is pretty cool.
But like, yeah, whatever.
That was
I-
good.
That's
See the
your
difference
input.
between these two and me?
Well, I'm also not working right now, so I just sat on my front porch and like wrote this out this afternoon.
I know. That's what I did for mine too. I did it over like a day.
Probably wouldn't even have done that. I would have went for a run in the morning, and then I would have went on a walk
Let's-
at night.
Let's do the Mark's note.
Oh.
Is it actually a note that's written out?
It's great.
Oh no!
That really is
graph paper
That
too.
really is the best kind
That's
of
all I
content.
use. All I use is graph paper.
The best
Same
kind of
here.
content is the stuff that comes out of your pocket.
I did that on
Cigarettes.
purpose. This is my old Golf Now reservation.
Okay. Mark's note.
I did see, because since this is a financial podcast and we're all obviously on the fucking topic, I was like, this actually did piss me off. I was thinking about this. Like, I saw one of these stupid posts on Instagram, one of these cliche "money doesn't buy happiness"
Right.
posts.
Love it.
And then I'm
What
thinking
a
in
lie.
my head, I'm like, you know what else doesn't buy happiness?
Instagram posts.
No, poverty.
Yeah, no
Being
kidding.
fucking poor
True.
is way less happy than having money.
Okay, you
Yeah.
doing a bit on this?
Yeah, like, do you like? I just don't understand.
Okay.
Like the amount of people, especially these days, like they're so full of shit. First of all, I'm gonna say it. Fuck these guys.
Yeah.
They're lying.
Yes.
The people that say
100%.
the people that say money doesn't buy happiness. You know what they usually have?
No money.
Money.
You
No,
think?
they have.
Oh,
it.
they have money.
They have
The
money.
people who
They're-
really mean it.
yeah, they're like,
have
oh,
money.
money doesn't buy happiness because you have your money in check.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I gotta say, like right now, I'm at a point where money is starting to it's starting to happen now.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, happiness levels up, anxiety levels down,
For sure.
anger
Oh, yeah.
levels down,
Oh, yeah.
sadness levels down.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's down. Only thing that's been good is is way up.
Money and
Yeah.
happiness both going up.
It's so
it definitely is.
correlated. It's unbelievable.
There's zero doubt. There's zero
and
doubt.
and the people that like they post this shit, it's provoking such a lazy, fucking like I don't even know the word. Like just like a group. I don't get it.
It's trendy to be stupid.
Why?
I don't know. It drives me nuts though.
I mean,
It's trendy to be stupid.
I don't
Like,
think
I'm-
you don't need money to be happy.
No.
You can be happy and poor also, but don't say that money isn't going to help you become happier.
It's just about living within your means, I think, more than anything else.
Well, I think
Is it not?
I saw a quote the other day. It was like, if you have a expensive taste and like you care about driving the fastest car and stuff, and you're rich, you're rich. But if you are a simple person with simple wants and simple needs, and like all you want is like a family and kids and shit, you can be rich when you're not like physically wealthy.
Hey, you don't need
Yeah.
to be
You know? Yeah.
like a millionaire.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, you do have to shoot for a certain number. Like you have to hit
You gotta
a baseline.
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't just be my baseline in my head. I want 100K a year. That's my goal.
Right.
Right? I'm not aiming for I will not go lower than that. That is my fucking goal.
Right.
I will go higher than that all day.
Of course.
I'm not
I would
going to go
hope
lower
so.
than that.
You will?
That's what I think is like
Wow.
a good. If you get that, you're doing well.
You know, money doesn't buy happiness.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
So
Like all I'm saying is
Think
like
that
that
over.
attitude.
Inflation.
I think
Maybe
that
think-
attitude is just like it's so lazy.
Yeah, it is.
It's just like I don't really want to work hard to get a better job.
it's trendy. It's trendy to not care and to think that it's cool to, be this kind of person who.
It's not cool. I hate it.
It isn't cool at all.
I really hate
but
it.
the thing is
It really
but the
makes
thing
me
is that
uncomfortable
it
thinking
makes,
like that.
It makes all these.
Yeah.
It makes all these. It makes all these dummies feel good that they didn't do all the things they should have done in their 20s and 30s. Every day, we make pretty.
You have 20 critical years. That's
No,
like your
basically-
20s and 30s. You have 2 decades
we
to
make
really
pretty-
get it together.
We make
Yeah.
we net
Lay the footwork.
or
the
we
groundwork.
gross 120K or something like that, 130K almost. And like we still both want more,
of course,
more, right?
Yeah,
Because
totally.
because we're still young. Like Kenzie's 30, I'm 32. We still want more. I
Right.
cannot
Well,
imagine if I was like my age now, working at, I don't know, like, you know, some job where I made half as much with a girl who made half as much and posting shit on Instagram.
You wouldn't
about,
have
like,
this fucking
we
shit.
just want a simple life. Like you might. There's nothing wrong with
We just
wanting
want
it,
to travel.
but the
Yeah.
difference. Oh, don't get me started.
Oh, that's it. That's who you're talking
The
about.
difference between like wanting a simple life and not being able to afford anything better is an obvious distinction.
Yeah.
And so like you can't just say that I want a simple life and also say, well, I'm happy with my life. I don't want anything better than this for myself. Like, of course you do.
Yeah,
Everyone is like
You just don't
wired
wanna go
that
through the
way,
mental
right? You're
inertia.
wired that.
Could
Yeah, you're
never-
wired
You don't
that
want
way.
to do the mental inertia.
Yeah, you
Like,
always want
it's
better.
annoying.
And I can just imagine, like, we've been talking in the last little while about like kids. Like, what are we going to pay for the kids? Education. You want to pay for some of that. You want to help them with their house, same way I got help from my house. You want to do all these kinds of things. Well, guess what? This is not something that just happens.
Exactly. People don't
magically.
think that. Yeah. People
You
don't think
gotta
about that.
fucking put the money away and earn it.
You got to plan.
right?
Yeah.
And if you don't have a
Yeah.
plan, you don't have some motivation and some, you know, guiding principles that'll get you there. Well, in 30 years when you retire,
Yeah.
you know, you're gonna find
You're
that
not going to retire.
You're buddy,
And you're
you
never
know?
gonna have that feeling of stress.
It's never gonna go
never
away.
goes away.
Never gonna
No.
go away.
It's
And why
like-
would you want that?
And you're gonna
I-
die.
why would you want
stressed.
that? It's just
Yeah.
it's an incredible failure of the human spirit in these people. And I know there's like, of course, you know, especially in the current state of affairs, the current moment in history. Like, are there some barriers to this for some people? Sure, there are. I'm not going to pretend there's not. Is there ways that those people can better themselves even with those barriers? Absolutely. My question to people who say that they have a simple life and don't want anything more is, you know, if I look back and you're like in your story, was there a time when you know, everything was all good, you wanted more and more and more, and then the first time you hit some bumpy road, you dropped, you know, your motivation disappeared. You didn't want to fight through
That
it.
happens to me.
You didn't want to
so
better
much.
yourself.
Yeah.
You didn't want to better
much.
yourself.
Every hobby I
No, but
have,
look at-
getting difficult.
No,
now.
but look at us. But look at
Gonna
us.
quit.
But look at us all, right? Like you just said you're starting to make good money. I've been making pretty good money.
I know I'm not
Will's
starting to
making
make
pretty
good money. I'm just starting to get better.
Will's
with my
actually
money.
unemployed right now, but I mean that aside.
Furloughed, I believe, is the correct term.
Oh, sorry, furloughed. And so, like, everybody wants better for themselves. It's just a matter of whether you admit it, and once you admit it, you have some accountability both to yourself and to your friends. Like, I know they want better. Why aren't they getting it? That's on you. That's on you, I think.
I think it's. I'm going to play devil's advocate a little bit and say the flip
Nice.
side. So, what I hate, and I can tell that's what these people are trying to do, is by happiness on like Instagram. You see them like flexing, like we were saying, with Gucci shit and like things like that. You're buying that to fulfill some need in your life, or like I can see myself if I was, well, even like right where I am right now, like I'm comfortable in life, being like, yeah, you're just spending that money, man, just to try to
You're spending money you don't have.
To look,
Like,
to
really?
look cool.
to like you're, I don't know, you're trying to attain an image, you're trying to like show off because like maybe
Tough upkeep. To
you didn't, you grew up poor maybe, and now you have like a little bit of money, so you're spending all of it to like project this image of you like not being poor anymore.
Yeah.
I don't
But
even
that
think
to
that's
me
it,
that
though.
tells me you're still not there.
I
you
don't.
know?
I don't think that it's people that grew up poor.
It might not.
I think
be,
it's just
but
because now Instagram. That's new.
Yeah,
People are just now everyone's flexing, everyone's showing off,
yeah,
doing shit. Like that's the whole new thing. But like, yeah, social
Yeah.
media, yeah, as a whole, yeah. But it's like
I don't
it's-
think, yeah, because you wouldn't be buying like all this fucking jewelry and shit if you didn't have Instagram to floss on it. You
No,
know what I mean? Like,
it would be unheard of.
yeah,
What do you?
Yeah.
What's the point? Like, are you gonna show up to school and like in high school wearing rings,
yeah,
gold rings
yeah,
and shit,
yeah.
and like
I
chain?
don't know.
I wore a chain and I got chirped for it.
yeah, but it wasn't.
I'm never wearing a chain again. Nope.
Wasn't a thick gold rope either. It was
No,
just
it was
like
just a fucking modest silver chain
it is.
Yeah.
It is a good
that
point.
I tucked in, and I still got lipped up.
It is a good point though. Like people now, and this is like I think a symptom of like, credit basically being free and people being
major
comfortable with debt,
consumerism
right?
in
Yeah,
there.
they'll spend whatever.
Born into it, bro.
They'll spend
Dude,
whatever.
they're saving their
No
paychecks to buy a
discipline.
fucking T-shirt.
I know, no
Yeah.
discipline
A
on that.
T-shirt. This was $7. It's my
nuts.
favorite T-shirt.
Yeah.
It is nuts. Me and your sister were talking yesterday about how many times in the last like 3 months, just out of pure boredom, we've like filled an online shopping cart and then abandoned it. Like,
I do
this
that
is-
every
That's actually-
day.
everybody does that.
I've
Like,
never done that.
it's
I've
such-
never
oh,
done that.
fuck.
Maybe
Working from
I'm
home,
so it's so dangerous.
you're on the computer all the time, and like if you're waiting for something or you're like,
Yeah.
you see like an ad or something like that, you're like, oh, you know what? I kind of do want a pair of joggers.
I
I kind of do want a new hoodie. I kind of do.
I'll be
want
honest.
my
I'll be
God,
honest with you.
Especially now because things might open up again. You might see other people.
No, see, this is the thing. I look at it because I got caught by an obvious vice in smoking.
Mm.
I look at that as an obvious vice now.
Zero
and I'm
darts
scared
today,
of
though.
it. Yeah, I smoke when I drink, but it doesn't matter. It's still that urge is still there all the time. It's never going away for the rest of my life. I know
Okay.
that.
All right.
No.
Well, I'm deeper than you are.
What was that noise you just
I'm
made?
deeper than you are.
I
No.
know, but I'm just saying, like, it's not going to never go away. You definitely can't just write that off already.
I just think no.
I
just
mean,
think,
it really already goes away. Like you don't think about it, Monday to
okay,
Friday, do
whatever. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I
Okay.
would like the online shopping thing. I look at it. I compare it to that. I'm like, I'm gonna like it a lot.
Yeah.
And that's why I will never do cocaine. That's why I will never do anything like that because I know how I'm wired. I'm going to like it.
This is the only show
Yes.
where you can hear online shopping compared to cocaine use.
You fucking see people.
It's the only
Just
show.
as detrimental.
This is the only
That's
show.
costly.
It's the only show.
I bet you any money. A guy who's addicted to online shopping, a guy who's addicted to coke, not heavily addicted to coke, but who's addicted to coke.
He just
yeah.
dabbles.
You can send. You
He's
can
a
send
mild
some
user.
money on
He's a Friday night sniffer only.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Maybe call it Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday morning.
Sunday
Let's just
morning,
say that.
just to bounce back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So compared to that, in an online shopping, you can spend more
Yeah.
than a weekend
At
cruiser
least
with
you got
coke.
something to show for it, though. After
I
you're-
guess.
The way online shopping is set up, I don't want to go too long on this because we still have the relationship thing to do and the mosquitoes are coming out. But the way it's set up is basically the same, right? It's driven. We talked about this on Amazon. Driven on impulse, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You see something, one click buy. You already
Yeah.
got your address in here. One click.
That's the whole thing. You don't even have to fill it in.
You know what? If you don't want it, the returns
Yeah.
are free.
and it's
Yeah.
like it's
No
it's
one returns
before,
anything.
like you're hovering over buy and it's already on the
I know.
fucking way.
I know, yeah.
It's already on the way.
Like who's ever
Oh, you
returned
didn't
something
buy it.
they
Turn
bought
around, turn
online?
around.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare you return something you bought online.
Never. I've
It's
never
just-
done it ever.
Yeah. So like
that's what I'm worried about with the online shop. I like to try on shit.
yeah.
Oh, the other day,
Those days are done now.
I was on Amazon and I ordered something, and then I was like fucking around Amazon and I ordered it. I ordered something again, and I look at my orders and I'm like, oh, I ordered the same thing twice. Whoops.
Didn't even
No
think about it.
way.
And then I just,
Oh my god, you blacked out for an order.
Jeez, it was, and then, but then like I canceled it, and they send me an email. They're like, okay, yeah, you caught it in time. We canceled the order because like they
Yeah.
fucking shipped shit really quick.
Yeah,
So
they're
they don't
fucking
cancel
on it.
soon. Like,
They're on it, man.
yeah. But I also get caught on Amazon. Put it in my cart, and then like and then I have like 20 things in my cart.
Yeah.
Save for later, because I don't want to just delete it from my cart because I'll
Right.
forget about it. Save it for later.
Oh, God
So now I have
forbid.
a save for later list. It's 100 items long.
Yeah, sure.
And then I'll just go down that and be like, maybe I do want to buy that. today.
Yeah,
Maybe I
yeah.
wanna buy
That is
that.
fucking crazy.
Every paycheck, you just grab one or two more things.
Yeah,
If I
exactly.
can add Amazon to my list of things to do.
Don't do it, bud.
I am gonna be
Don't do
so broke.
But buy a
do it.
stock first. And
I'm
then
buying
do
the
it.
stock. I'm buying the stock.
And
Okay,
then
let's go to the
mailbag?
mailbag relationship. So we had this question a couple weeks ago, but we need details. We won't give names. Will's gonna read it because he's the closest to the story here, so he can self-censor and make sure he doesn't say anything we shouldn't be sharing on the
You want me
air.
to read the whole thing? That's
I just want you to give the deets, like this, like maybe the original question plus the details we got.
okay.
Is that fair to say? I think that's probably what we should do.
Yeah, for sure. Okay,
Okay.
it's gonna be hard for me to condense this, but okay. So I'll read the original question. It says, "I'm having some pretty serious relationship issues over the past couple months. Should I break it off while in quarantine? Any point in just chalking this up to COVID, or is this bringing out her true colors?" I think that basically the gist of it, after we got some clarification,
Yeah.
was that she is very busy. She's super driven. Doesn't make a lot of time for like their time. Kind of like very self motivated, I guess, and is focused on. She's got a lot of shit going on, like business ventures and things like that. Doesn't take enough time out to even talk about.
It's on your mustache. Get it? You got it.
Says that won't take time out to even won't commit to a time to talk about what they even want from a relationship. So my question was whether there was any point even breaking up since the pandemic, and meeting anyone else is probably not going to happen.
So my first question is, how old are these people?
In our age
Mid-20s,
group. Yeah,
Always important to know.
our age group.
Far younger than you.
Should I just chill out, play by her rules, and stop reaching out to see if she changes and makes more of an effort, or just cut ties and move on?
Cut ties.
Yeah.
The answer is cut ties. Yeah, the answer is cut ties.
Yeah, but there's more to it than that. Like that is the answer, but like the thing is like you're not the type of person to be involved with somebody who's that driven. If you want somebody to be like, oh, like let's just hang out and watch a movie.
Does anybody like?
Yeah.
But it's not the girl who's like, let's hang out and watch a movie. It's
it doesn't
the guy.
matter. It doesn't matter the gender. It could be either or. Clearly, in this situation,
I like the idea.
Yeah, but
of,
yeah.
Like I only have my own relationships to compare to, but I mean the one I'm in right now, and more than likely after the investment I'm about to make, will be in for the long haul. That
making it legal.
I think what you want is someone who has their own goals, right? Because what do you share with the other person besides
Accomplishments.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so like you want to like be a part of that from the other person's point of
Some
view.
people don't though. Some people want someone
Should
that's
wanna be
like
that, right?
Yeah, but
I
that's
think.
what you want. Some people want someone that like they want to be number one,
Top
and then
dog,
they want,
yeah.
hey, what are you up to?
Yeah.
Which I don't want that.
like begging for time, you mean?
Yeah, which,
Maybe begging's
honestly,
too strong a
I think
term,
that's well, I mean, it's just to put it bluntly, but like I think people want that until they have it. Like this person might want that, and then they're going to get that, and then they're going to realize that person is like taking up a lot of their time. Like he's going to probably find himself on the other side of the coin because he's doing his shit, his hobbies, whatever, and then this person like
Right.
you said, begging for time, and then he's going to be annoyed,
But I think it's then.
or she, or whatever.
Well, then if I think that like, oh yeah, if he's annoyed and if she's just like going to compromise and do that, then is she even going to be happy? Because she's going to have to compromise what she's clearly really wants to do, and
More
that's like
interested in, yeah.
excel and like
Yeah, you got to let those people
become
do that.
something. Yeah, sure. Like if she wants to compromise and like, because I don't know, I have no idea how much time they spend together versus like not spending together. If it's nothing at all, if it's like, or if they live together. Like I don't think that they live together.
Are they close geographically though? Like COVID throws a bit of a wrench in. Like I don't know what the like reasonable split would be for time in a relationship. Like how much time you would spend with that person per week. Are you expected to give up your Friday and your Saturday, just your Friday or your Saturday, one of those days plus a weeknight?
Right.
What's enough? And if you live close by, I shouldn't say super close by, but if you live like within a short drive, 15 or 20 minutes max.
That's what it is, I believe.
So then you should be able to manage like your personal commitments, whether they're business related
if
or
you're motivated to do so.
right, whatever endeavors you have, plus your relationship.
If you're motivated to do so, if
The-
you're not,
so-
if they're bugging you, it's going to cause resentment.
I think
You
that's
don't want
probably
that
right.
either.
You never want to be on the side of like you said.
Demanding change.
Well, yeah, you don't want to be.
Yeah,
you don't want to be the
yeah.
person. You don't want to be the person who demanded somebody do something they didn't want to do, and they did it for you because, like you said, it's going to lead to resentment, and you're going to have all these problems down the road.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
I don't see how this is.
Yeah,
Going
you
to
have
work
to come. You have to come to a mutual. Like you have to actually. I know. Like the question said that he can't even get her to sit down and have a talk about
Like, that's-
what they want, and like
That's brutal.
you
Let
can't
it
even
go.
do that.
See,
Then
yeah.
it's
Simple.
yeah, exactly. I don't know. It just seems like
I'd be curious about like how this is possible. This girl has literally zero time, like zero time.
yeah. Well, I don't know if she
The-
can't have time. If she doesn't have time to like sit down and have a talk about the relationship, either she really doesn't like to talk about that kind of shit. But I'm just thinking like
she doesn't want to.
as much as it sucks, if you're that motivated to be with someone, you make the time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even like you don't even think about it.
I don't
I've
know.
been, I've been in a relationship where it's like I was like at the point where I was like in my head, I'm like I demand a change in my head, and then I was like, oh okay, fuck this,
right.
just let it fit. I'm like, nah, whatever then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I don't like this at all. And then in my head it was like I demand a change, or I just go, oh fuck this.
Right.
The three of us are all pretty busy. I don't know how busy our young friend is here, this captain of industry, but
Me?
no, her. And so like I don't know how busy she is, but
I do still like that.
is it possible that
She's busy.
like so busy she can't talk to the guy about what's going on?
Oh no.
But
This is
could
what
be
I
an
mean, right?
emotional
Like,
fallout. Who
yeah,
knows
well,
what she's doing, maybe
my point is that like she's really already decided what she wants to happen. She's just too.
I honestly don't
she's-
even know. I don't know her schedule. We
she's
haven't
too-
talked.
Yeah, but she's too big of a baby to tell the guy what she wants. The same way he's afraid to tell her what he wants.
It doesn't sound. I don't think that he's in that position. I think that he isn't afraid to say what he wants. To be perfectly honest.
We should get an update on this one because this is a couple weeks old now, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I want to know how this turned out.
Yeah,
But I think if
because I'm.
you're the closest,
Well, I'm okay. I was going to relate it to my own personal
Okay.
life because I'm currently in a relationship where when it started, I was the girl.
yeah,
Well, not you know.
but the
the
busiest
chick.
one, but the
I was
busiest
the
one.
chick.
She
Yeah.
was fucking you.
yeah,
Eh?
yeah. Side note,
Yikes.
but no. So I was the really busy one, and she wasn't,
All right,
and it was
girl,
like
saddle up.
it
You're
was
talking
like
about,
causing
like, years ago?
issues. No, recently.
Okay, all right.
Or because like I was going to work an hour away every day, then I'm going to the gym, then I'm going climbing or I'm biking. I'm
Right.
like have other activities,
Yeah, you
and I'm
should.
like trying to start other like side ventures and stuff. So like, and I was single for like a couple years, so I was used to
good at
that,
it.
and I was like
underrated hurdle,
You
by
got
the
good
way.
at it.
keeping like. Yeah, I was keeping super busy, and then I enjoy all my hobbies that I like to do, and I didn't really want to compromise.
Yeah.
But then, like, I wanted to be with this person, so like, I'm like, she's not going to stick around if you're not spending any time together. When that's clearly what, like, all she asks is like some time.
Yeah,
You know?
that's it.
So I can move around some shit, or like not do something once a week, and like, or not do something 3 times a week, do it twice a week or something. You know, you can make the time when it's like absolutely
When
like,
it's important to you.
important to you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
of course.
Yeah. And you don't even think it's not even like it doesn't even take effort to do it if you want to do it.
Yeah.
You know, like that's the whole thing. Like if it takes effort, then like we said, you got to. That's sorry.
I remember
Yeah,
thinking when I
it's
met your
tough,
sister
but-
that she lived in Dundas, and it was going to be tough for me to do like that 20-minute drive from my dad's house when we first met.
It's tough, eh?
Well,
Deep.
I'd never really done it before. The only other time I'd like dated or been with
Could
a girl,
walk.
well, I was either walking when I was like a teenager, or I was only going like to Guelph or something once a week or something like that.
Guelph's a
And-
lot farther than Dundas.
Yeah, but like
But
once
it's
a week.
but it's once a week. You do it on like a Saturday night or something.
So
stay
you think
over.
that Guelph is far enough where you can justify not going and for like a daytime hangout? It has to be like an overnight or
I
a
thought
weekend
so.
thing?
That's a great point. I did think that, and I didn't even think about this for them, but yeah, I did think that. So maybe that changes the dynamic, right? If both people agree that it's far enough or
Yeah.
whatever,
Dude,
that you
if
that
I
you
was-
really should only have to do it once a week.
If I was going to Guelph right now on my schedule that I'm on right now, I would have to go from work to Guelph, and then I'm going to bed at 8. I've been going to bed at 8 every night.
Yeah.
8 o'clock.
Remember when
In
you were going to bed at
bed.
3 a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, 3 a.m.
Playing
I'm going to
RuneScape?
bed at 8 p.m.
Oh, that's
Sleeping.
fucked.
Sun's up.
I'm
Relationships.
going to Guelph every day.
Relationships
Not
are
anymore.
really tough. I thought like, well, I don't know. Sometimes I talk to like the kids I coach about this. They're like grade 9 and 10, but their parents, at least in a couple of cases, have like been super receptive to some of these kids, like, you know, with girlfriends of theirs who live, you know, if you live in Hamilton and your girlfriend lives in Caledonia, for example, like,
That's deep.
and the
Mhm.
kid
It's a
can't
mission.
the kid can't drive.
Yeah.
There's no public transit going out
The
there
fuck
on like
they
a reliable basis. They maybe go to elementary school together, right?
Tinder.
They get bused in
Yeah.
or something. Whatever the case is.
Well, shouldn't have dated someone so far away.
And some of these,
Not taking
but
the
some of the
car.
parents, are like, yeah, like this is okay. We like the girl, and they seem to enjoy each other's company, and like we like the parents and all that.
Then you also
Like it's up to
control when they're spending time with them
That's-
because you have to get a drive out there. You have to.
That's
you're not.
no, that's one piece. But I'm saying like those kids, those
Bro,
same
it'd
kids
suck if
turn
that was your
those
kids.
same kids turn 18, 19, and that's like normal, right? Like, oh, yeah,
Mm.
I go see my girlfriend once a week.
Imagine
Right.
you had a kid
Maybe
and
that's
they had
normal.
a
I don't know.
boyfriend, and you got to be like, I have to drive my son to his girlfriend's house in Caledonia, which is
know.
an hour away, and then I have to go pick him up. And
I
like,
wait at the Tim Hortons for a few hours.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, it'd be fucking horrible.
I
I
don't
would
know.
say no immediately.
Relationships
No, you're not
change.
doing that.
Yep, you're dumping her.
They
Take a
change
cab.
with the time, right? Like, think we're all old enough to remember when dating meant holding hands in the schoolyard, right? Those are
that.
those
Yeah.
were
Miss
easier
that shit.
times, and that was an
That's
era
when they were
where
fun. Now it's like fun for a bit. Then it just like I don't know what happens, but it just kind of goes. It just goes like neutral for
I
a
think-
bit. You know, it's,
I think
kinda weird.
no, you're right. I think what's changed is that like, and this will be probably the oldest thing I ever say. there's like a lost there's a lost innocence with relationship, but there is kids nowadays, like, they see relationships all the time. They see it with celebrities, they see it on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. They see what relationships are supposed to look like, and so
like it's like a fabricated fucking
exactly. But that's all they know, though. That's all they know. Can you imagine going out in grade 9 or 10 or whatever? Like you kind of have like
the TikTok. Famous TikTokers. You're like each other.
Yeah, you're like
relationship, and then they break up out of nowhere. Like, oh, what happened? It's like they're full. They're
full of shit.
Kids.
They're full of shit. They're
18.
kids. Yeah,
they're kids. Like,
or
she
14,
probably fucked
15,
his friend, or vice versa, or whatever.
Like I've seen a couple of times.
Happens,
I've seen a couple of times over the last 5
Welcome
or 6
to becoming
years.
jaded.
Where kids on my team have girlfriends. They'll bring their girlfriends to the game, and these guys are like grade 9 and 10. And I just think, you know what? I'm always impressed with how mature they seem while they're talking to each other, because they but then I also consider what we just talked about. Are they faking it? Like they're faking it, right?
Yeah.
Like this whole thing about them like taking pictures together. It's all just a show.
That is definitely a show. Oh,
yeah.
And especially if like they're Instagram heavy, which they probably are. They're young. Then it's like, okay, let's take a picture together, and then it's like, let's just go back to our phones.
Yeah.
Just chill and not talk.
Exactly.
And like, honestly, like, speaking from experience, I was the guy in high school who just had like a fucking plethora of fucking relationship issues, like with the same chick over and over and over again. We're just fighting all the time and blah blah blah. And I gotta tell you, man, it really makes you grow up fast when you deal with that shit all the time.
Does it mold you think? Like, do you think you see those red flags faster now?
I noticed them immediately. I noticed them, like the thing that pissed me off. I've said this before on this podcast, was like the last one. I saw them immediately and I just ignored them. I was like, I knew in my head, and it was an off-centered feeling the whole time.
Right.
I just knew it right away. I'm just like, this isn't gonna work, but I'm just gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, because hopefully maybe something will change.
Yeah, it was fun.
Or it's winter, right? Like the one you're talking about, I think, was in the winter.
It was just you just hope for the best, and I was like, it didn't work. Oh well. Yeah. But like what did make it was easier was ending it. I was like, oh, whatever.
Right.
It felt nothing because I knew it wasn't gonna work. So
exactly.
I was prepared from the beginning.
Yeah, expect the best, prepare for the worst.
Well, it's like having a dog when they get older. You're like, oh, it's gonna die soon, and you're preparing for it for years.
Be devastated.
True.
Like the last 2 years, you're like, you're gonna die soon.
It's go downhill quickly.
So when you notice that right at the beginning of the relationship, like the easing afterwards is like about 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're ready. You know, it's
gonna be over.
The text take a little longer to return.
Yeah,
you don't care as much about what you're saying.
The first relationship. Fucking devastating, like pit in your chest for years. Like
first breakup stuff. There's a reason. I would guess the percentage of couples who fool around after they go through their first mutual breakup.
Guilty.
I would guess it's like everyone is. It's
guilty.
Like it's got to be like 85%. It's got to be super high, if not higher.
I've been guilty for fucking years of that. It's always better after. I don't know why.
So we agree then. This guy should just cut it off.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
He should cut it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you don't want that type of chick, and that's fine.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
There's no issue with that.
I just think that
he wants a relationship. He said.
Yeah. Clearly he does. He wants an attentive relationship. He doesn't want someone who's like motivated.
I think he wants to share. He wants to share. Attentive is one thing, but it sounds like he just wants to share, experiences with somebody.
Yeah.
And right now he's not sharing with anyone.
And I'm not slighting him for.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I'm saying.
I thought you were
I'm just saying he's not. He is not geared up to be with a person like that, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. People have different motivations and different ambitions. That's fine. It's just part of the deal.
Do you think COVID had anything to do with any of it?
No, I don't think so. Because I know the one person. I know her.
Yeah.
So
know the girl.
Yeah, I know. Well, not as well as he does. I know her, but
I hope you don't know her as well.
Well, I know her mildly. Will knows her a lot better than I do, and I'm just like, yeah, dude, she's hyper motivated.
Yeah.
And that's not for everyone.
Okay.
So you just who cares? There's nothing. That's fine.
But because I don't know, because he brought up COVID in his question too, so I wasn't sure if she was staying away because of COVID or
That's another
bullshit.
Thing. That's another thing.
I'm not sure.
That's bullshit. You are the most hypersensitive COVID guy I know, and you didn't stay away from your girlfriend. Like you guys were still hanging out.
To that.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean? Come on.
No, totally. But I'm just thinking if that was maybe it, maybe that she'll have more time. But if she's busy as fuck during a pandemic, she's just gonna get busier after.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with all the opportunity that arose from this shit.
The relationship is Neiman Marcus. You can blame it on COVID, but the writing was on the wall already.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. I just think in 2-3 months you'll both be happier.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just got to deal with the shit.
And who knows, man? Maybe you catch her at a bar sometime. Fucking,
Maybe.
sling the pipe.
Just like what he said, the horizontal mambo. You
100%. That's my
Horizontal
term.
mambo.
That's my
I think
term.
it was his. He said it.
No, I said it before that. I'm
Whatever,
older than
Joe.
you, and so all the terms that
Yeah,
you
well,
use
guys-
that I've
are you-
used.
I think you're turning senile.
No. No.
Anyway.
My last name's not Biden. Anyway, on that note, parting words. Good to see you guys again.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah,
good to be back on the
good,
mic.
man. Feels
Good to be
good.
back
How
on the
long
mic.
was that?
2
I
hours.
felt like a
bro.
good rip. Yeah.
Yeah, good
9:30.
times. Way to go. It says it on the thing usually. Yeah,
2 hours and 9 minutes.
that's great.
Wow.
It's like right on par. Wow.
That's getting
We're
that's getting to
extending
be the average.
We're
Yeah,
extending
we've
I know,
been
it's
going
hard.
long.
It's hard to
last
cut her
little
off.
while.
I know.
Well, this is better. Like, honestly, I feel a lot better. Like, I was getting pissed doing the Zoom calls because 2 hours was a lot just sitting in front of my fucking computer. This, I'll do 2 hours.
The thing that I
Yeah.
think is going to be good for this show is this is our first summer doing this show.
Hanging
So
out,
like we
chilling.
used to like do it in the kitchen, and we were working during the day. Now like we're not. Like I'm working, but not as much as I really
today.
should be.
Yeah.
I just
And
said earlier, bitching about my workday.
yeah, but it's like
Right,
nice. It's nice out. You have a couple of beers. Like usually on a
The
Friday.
two white collars. Yeah, but you're not working Friday.
Not working fucking Friday. Not working tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see?
exactly.
So the next one we record is going to be up at the cottage. It sounds like.
Yeah. We're
No,
gonna-
it isn't.
No, not. We're good next week.
Yeah, sorry. Next week we're good.
But
We can
gotta
do-
one up at the cottage.
I gotta say I
We'll
kind
do
of
it on the
like.
dock, man.
I-
Well, I
I-
guess wherever this,
we
wherever
can,
we can go with.
oh, we can do that wherever. I
yeah.
kind of like this Thursday rip.
Well, it's tough, man.
I like it too.
If I'm not working Fridays, I'll gladly do it on.
We could,
Thursdays.
yeah, we
I'm
could
in,
do.
I'm in a different mood on Thursday night and Friday night. Like I was saying to Will, I was worried because I was like, I had a shit morning, so I was like, I'm gonna come in fucking fired up.
My suggestion,
All cylinders.
my suggestion to you guys is why don't we do 2 next week?
Yeah, I'm not against it at all.
We should
gotta
do
have some
it.
content. We
We'll
can't,
just-
we can't just be limping.
No.
We can't be
We'll
limping around.
come up with something in the
Thursday,
chat.
Friday?
Yeah, we'll do 2. We'll do 2. One Thursday, one Friday. I'll come down to see you guys one of the nights. You guys come here one of the nights.
I'm into that for sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've also
Sure, I
this
guess
guy's working,
I'm
so
voted anyway, so 2-1. I guess
This
we're
guy's
doing
working,
two. I guess
but-
we're doing 2.
Good night and God bless. All right, Mike, hit the fucking. See you later.